I don't know exactly when the thing goes live and when the music comes in, but I know you did it on purpose, and I hope it showed up at least at the end of that because that was well timed, but
Was
it
it?
might
Yeah.
have been a little too early.
Ah, dang it! I was trying really hard.
I know. That's really now that I know you want to fuck around like that though. Welcome to This Is the Play. It's another Friday night, 6-ish o'clock. Wes and I are going to cause chaos and laugh and have fun.
Absolutely.
Luke might pop in every now and then to whine and complain and talk about Rhino, but we'll see how that works. How you doing, my friend? How's everything?
I'm doing great. It's been a really great week. Lots of Kickstarter prep, but having a really good time and doing a lot of play testing and stuff. So it's been good.
How's the Kickstarter prep going?
It's going good. It's going good. It's interesting having backed too many Kickstarter campaigns. It is interesting to see it from the other side. So planning one is a very different experience than participating in one. So I'm trying to take all the really fun things that I've seen over the years and all the Kickstarters that I backed, and now putting them into a Kickstarter that I get to run, which I think is pretty cool.
That's neat. When is the for those that don't know, the name of it's going to be Rove. The name of it is Rove, not going to be. It is Rove.
Yes.
They can find out more information where.
So you can find it at addaxgames.com, which is ADDAX games.com. And you could also look up Rove on Kickstarter. And there's two of them currently. One of them happens to be ours. If it looks like a little robot, that's not us. That's the one that passed previously. But there's also some sort of I don't know, there's a Rove that's some kind of a video game as well. So that's not us either. We're the board game version. But
Is
that
that right?
should be launching in May.
ADDAX Games. Is that right?
Yeah, ADDAX Games. Yep.
Okay, it's on the bottom.
Yeah. The website is getting updated as we speak as well. So there's a lot of new stuff that's going up pretty much every day. So we're really excited about all those unique things. And we've got a lot of really cool things in store for us over the next couple of months while we get ready. So
cool.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
It is very exciting. It's very exciting. I'm having a really good time.
You're going to be able to bring a copy of it to play in March, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep. We actually have new player boards coming in this week, as well as the acrylics for all the playable characters and monsters. So super excited about that too, because acrylics are my favorite thing.
That's better. The acrylics they look amazing. Those minis you had on the table at Level Up are also pretty.
Yeah.
Fun. They look tremendous.
Yeah, if those are kind of stretch goals right now, if we get a certain level of funding, then we'll be able to do all the different types of minis that are available, which would be super cool. Because the monsters, the big bad monsters they're so cool. They're just so cool.
Yep.
So cool.
Yeah, the acrylics look pretty too. It's got that. I do like it. It's dicey because you could have the print on the back and they could get scratched up, but having the full art and having the front and the back, it really does. It adds a lot of pop to the board.
Yeah, for sure. We've got we're working with a couple of different options for acrylics to either do the sandwich version where we don't have any exposed printing, but from what I hear, all of the new stuff that's been put out there, they say that the UV printing on the back is virtually indestructible, but we're also going to do a binder so you can slide all the different pieces inside of a nice binder, so that way it should keep them very safe and secure for a really long time.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. That was we initially when charcuterie was still being developed and figuring out where our stretch goals and everything were going to be. We wanted to do acrylic because of the layering, and we didn't want a border to break up the continuity of the game. But when our graphic designer Brian gave us what we have now with the color border and the icon on the back, we abandoned the acrylic part of it. But one of the concerns was when you're reaching into that bag and you're grabbing them, we didn't want anything to be scuffed or whatever. So we were looking at the sandwich printing in the middle, and it drives up price. It gets a little bit expensive. It adds weight to the game and everything. But when done properly, it's solid. It looks so pretty.
Yeah, and there's probably somewhere between 250 and 300 acrylic minis in this particular game. So yeah, it's a lot.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
it does look pretty on the table though. I do admit it looks pretty damn tremendous actually.
Yeah, it's a very pretty game. Alexander Elichev, the artist that also did Gloomhaven, did our work as well, and he's amazing. He's
Yeah,
an incredible artist with the and he took the light touch as opposed to the dark touch this time. So there's a lot of really beautiful pop that happens in the with
nice,
artwork. This is really cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Before we move forward, where's Dave?
Sorry.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah. He's been my constant companion at the desk. Um, so never fear, Dave is here.
I love it. Oh, that should be a shirt.
That's
You
true.
got a better shirt coming, but that should be a
That's
shirt too.
true. Yeah, that's a good one. That would be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good with a picture of him in the bow tie. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah, nice 5-foot Dave Flamingo with a pink bow tie that says "Never fear, Dave is here" or "Dave is near" or something.
But yeah, that could be true. Either
Yeah.
way. How about
Um.
yourself? What have you been up to?
Oh, just normal chaos, doing the day to day. We did release part of the pledge manager for charcuterie today. So that's exciting because now we can find out like how badly that's all fucked up and what's what wasn't in there and what is in there. But it was a test. It was a little bit of a like just a percentage of people got it, so we can figure out if there is an issue or if anything needs to be changed or there's a glaring problem. And then the rest of it's going to go out on Monday. And it's almost here. Like I know there's a
So
lot of
excited.
problems on the water and I put in the last update, like if you wanted something about pirates, and people are like, wait, pirates? And someone asked, like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, there are like pirates that'll like jump on ships and like I don't know if they'll take cardboard like board games, but it's a real thing. So barring any other chaos, it should be here a few weeks, probably definitely in March, but should be
Nice.
fulfilling soon. So
That's
it's
so
very
exciting.
exciting. Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. But other than that, same thing. Still working on the stuff for 3WS. I have hopefully, depending on how late we go tonight and how this weekend goes, I should have 3 new games devlocked for art and editing and stuff like that, so we can move forward with like blind play testing and how the graphic design will work on the cards and stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, I locked up 2 of them back to back. It was a productive week. I think Tuesday, Wednesday, I locked
Okay.
up back to back games, and then I had a meeting last night with one of the other designers to talk about Endgame and these other things, and really awesome. I love. Do you know Julio Nazario?
Mm-hmm.
Just a sweetheart of a person. He's
Mm-hmm.
just awesome. So I talked to him last night about stuff. So over the weekend, I have to fine tune the rule book and make sure that that's all done. So then that'll be devlocked, and then I move on to a game we played at the Niagara board game thing with the dice.
Okay.
So I
Cool.
talked to the guys about that. We added also about their other game.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to move forward with the changes that we made from that play test
Mm-hmm.
with the 2-2-1, if you know what I'm talking about, and then
Yep.
that'll be the next one that I got to focus on. So
Nice. Very
yeah,
cool, man.
yep.
That's very cool.
This year's gonna pop. We got a lot of stuff going on.
That's
Some
great.
direct to retail, some definitely another Kickstarter. So it's gonna be a good year.
Cool. Man, I'm looking forward to it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Very cool.
always good chaos. Other than that, it's the same thing. It's another. Hey, Matt. Did you see his? I don't know if it's his latest video. His videos are great, but I just saw the one that it was like choose me or the board games, and it's just him waving bye.
Yeah. And then to his open house with just like board games everywhere behind him.
Everywhere. Yeah.
It's just
Yep.
awesome. I
It's
love it.
so
Yeah.
real. It's almost too realistic. Like that's exactly the crushed Home Depot box in the front that had too many games stacked on it and stuff. It was really well done. Keep them coming, Matt.
That's right.
Um,
Absolutely.
all right. So tonight,
Mm-hmm.
those our announcements? All right. Hey, those are our announcements. Go back about, I don't know, 5 minutes and you'll get them.
You're really good with that button pushing.
I'm not good with it. And it's funny because Chris was like, I watched your video. You did really well with the button push. And I'm like, no, I know I screwed up and I've already screwed up. So I'll focus on it this time. But I sympathize with them because when you're in StreamYard and you're in the back end, you have the comments and then you have the banners. And I don't need to do like the private chat and the brands. Like I'm not changing anything in it, but going
Right.
from banners to comments. When I click to the banner and then we start talking, I forget that I have to click back up to the comments. And then all of a sudden I'll see like a red dot up there, like, oh shit, people are talking. Then I'll go to comments and we'll start talking. Then I'll forget to come back down to banners. But I sympathize with him. I get it. It's definitely challenging. It's not going to stop me from busting his balls when he forgets, but
It's fair. It's
it
fair.
is more challenging than it seems.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna play. I know we're playing at least a game.
Hmm.
I have 3 on the docket because
Ah,
2 of them are fairly short.
okay.
All 3 of them are fairly short. Like Ganesha is not too long of a game. But if we can rock all 3, if it gets too late, we only do 2 because we end up talking or whatever. And then it's possible that it's gonna be really hard for me to do because I don't have my phone. Shit. Hmm. I can just keep this up. That's fine. That's fine. They can just they can say okay. So it's possible that we might have a surprise later on.
Okay. Hello,
And
Sam.
since
Welcome, by the way.
oh hi, that's cool. I'm glad the Facebook feeds are working.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of surprises,
Hmm.
I'm sure we have something from you.
Yes, we do have something for me. So I'm going to give you an opportunity where you can learn one of two things.
Can I say
Now,
hi?
much like the very first time this happened, you're going to get to make a choice,
Great.
and that choice is dependent upon, or the answer to that choice depends upon what story I get to tell. So the story this time, we're going to either learn about the time where I almost got bit by a snake, or we're going to learn about the time where I almost was eaten by an alligator, multiple alligators. So here's your choice.
Bitten by a
Hmm.
snake or eaten by multiple alligators?
Yes. But the key is you don't get to choose. The choice is I'm going to write down a number between 1 and 7, and you have to tell me what number that is. So give me 1 second to write it down here. I'm going to put a
Between one
number
and
above each
seven.
one of these stories.
Okay.
Okay, I have written down both of the titles as well as numbers above each one. So whichever one you're closer to will get to be the chosen
Okay.
story of the evening.
Luca, come here. What is this? Tell me what this is. Come here. Read this for me. Come here. Come here. Say hi to West.
Hi,
Hi,
Rex.
Luca.
What number is that right there?
One.
What number is that?
Me.
3? 3. So he says 3.
Okay. Not that you can read it properly, but that says snake is 5, alligators 3.
Oh,
So
you got the
alligator story it
alligators.
is.
No?
Awesome.
Okay.
Good job, Luca.
Can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye, Luca. Okay. So many of you may know that I used to work for Tigers, which is it's an acronym for the Institute of Greatly Endangered and Rare Species based in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I worked for them in the 90s. If you watch Tiger King, you know something probably about Dr. Bhagavan Antle, which is the guy that I worked for. The time when I worked there, we had a special booth at Alligator Adventure. And it was really cool because we got to lead these beautiful presentations all about tiger cubs and stuff at Alligator Adventure. And I got to then play with all the different awesome animals that they had over there. I love animals, it's one of my favorite things. And why is this collar all messed up? Dave, sorry, buddy, I didn't mean to whack you in the face. That's way better. Um, okay, so while I was there, in the winter, in South Carolina, the winter isn't really winter. It's just it gets chilly. But the any alligators and things that are out on the ground at night, they could run the risk of dying because they would get too cold, and they're too lazy and they get too tired because of the cold to go back into the water. And the water is actually a heated pool that they live in. This one particular pond where we had the largest alligator that we had, whose name was Elvis. Um,
Cool.
that enclosure had roughly 100 alligators in the pond. And those alligators had to be at least 6 feet long to be in this pond because otherwise they would get maimed by the other alligators that were there. So Elvis was the largest of all of them, and I don't remember exactly how big he was, but I know he was larger than 12 feet. So he was a huge alligator, and he was a giant alligator. It's the biggest alligator I've ever seen in person. And so what we would do at night before we would close everything down, we would take this big long stick, like imagine a big giant broom handle basically, and you would just walk along the beach and you would tap the alligators on the tail. They would go, ha, and then they would run into the water. The key though is because we were all under 22 at the time, we didn't want to just be smart, intelligent people and just tap their tails and make them go into the water. So what we would generally do is that we would, get really close and we would mess with them, and then, we would tap their tails a couple of times, and then they would run into the water with our hands as opposed to using the stick. This one particular time, someone thought it would be really fun to surf ride Elvis into the water. And that became the new thing, is that you would get on top of Elvis's back and then you would surf ride him into the water, and then you would jump off before you got to where the water was. Now, the key with this is the jumping off part before the water gets to you, because I don't know if you know this or not, but alligators are quite tall. Like we're talking, their feet, their legs are easily like 1.5 feet tall. So you're roughly 2 feet off the ground easy if you're on a big alligator's back. And these guys are gigantic, so they could lift anything. It was no big deal for them. But yeah, so I was also much more svelte and thin at the time. So I, just like everybody else, decided this particular day, being my day to knock the alligators into the water, that I was going to really show off on my good friend Elvis's back. So I hopped up onto his back, and then I'm like really hot dogging, right? So I'm doing like one arm stands and stuff, and he's just lumbering into the water, and then eventually I turn around so that I'm facing the other way. The people are behind me, and I'm facing like the pond part, and I'm doing like weird yoga poses and stuff. And then finally I realize that my ankles are getting wet. That's problematic. Remember, if you go back to the foot deep thing,
Yeah.
and so that means my ankles on top of this particular giant alligator are now getting wet. So I'm really in the water. Now I have two options at this point. I can jump off to the side of Elvis and hope that I don't touch his sides, and that he won't whip around and try to bite me. And also hope I don't jump on top of other alligators who happen to be in the water at the time, because remember, there's roughly 100 alligators in this pond. Or I could take my really good chances and jump behind him and hope that I don't hit his tail, because then he would just whip his tail across. He could break my legs, and then I would definitely be eaten alive inside of the pond. Those were my two options. The good news is I figured that if I jumped off the back, the likelihood of me hitting his tail was quite low, because his tail was already pushed to the side, and there were no alligators directly behind him, because no one was stupid enough to get in the way of Elvis. There were probably no alligators on the side of him either, but I would have to jump into water that was well above my knees at that point, and it would take me a long time to get out, and that's just not an intelligent thing to do. Not that anything I did at that
Right,
point in my
'cause
life was very
everything
intelligent.
leading up to this moment has been an intelligent move, right?
Yeah. So I don't know if you've ever seen the Jesus lizards before, like the ones that run on top of the water and go, at super fast speeds. I felt like that's what I was doing, because I ran as fast as I possibly could. I don't ever remember touching the water. Like I literally just believe that I ran directly on top of the water as fast as I could possibly go. Now, mind you, there were 4 other people who had been, and I refer to had been, laughing and joking with me the entire time. And now they are yelling, "Run! Oh my God, run! Run!" as fast and like as loud as they could. Now there is a fence that's like a 3-foot fence, and then there's a big 6-foot fence on the other side of that. So normally we would do like one of those vaulty things where you like grab the sides of it and you throw your legs over the side or whatever, and that's how you get over.
Yeah.
This particular time, I wasn't sure what was coming behind me, because I'm a little bit nervous about it at this point. And I just leap face first over top of this fence and like slam into the chain link fence on the other side, because there's only maybe 4 feet of difference between the two. So
Right.
I smash into the chain link fence, and as soon as I went over that fence, I heard bang, bang, bang. There were 3 alligators running after me. and they hit the fence just as my legs went over the top.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So, needless to say, no one ever found out about it because no one's ever going to talk about that at Alligator Adventure. And we did so many other really dumb things, but we all thought that was the coolest night we'd ever had. And it goes on my list of I almost died, but I didn't.
But clearly, because you're here telling the story.
Very true. Almost died.
Yeah.
Very, very close. Very close. It would have been really bad.
That is stupid.
It was very stupid. It's very stupid. And on the rank of stupid things that I've done in my past, out of 10, it's probably a 6.
Oh my God. Who was the first person? I don't know if it was you. Who was the first person that decided they were going to surf ride the alligators into the water? Like, how did that come up? Like, you know what we should do? We should stand on the back of one and just let it take us into the water.
Yeah, so we actually used to do a part of the shows that we did at the time were alligator shows, like the wrestling shows and stuff like that. Not full wrestling, but more like talking and guiding. We didn't like wrestle alligators in the sense that most people think of, but we would have them jump and do fun things and do behaviors and stuff. In that show, one of the things that we did with Elvis was walk on his back, because
So
he's just yeah, he's used to it. He's a super nice. I mean, if an alligator could be nice, he's a good alligator. Generally didn't have any issues or problems with him. And to my knowledge, no one ever got injured in that particular show. And there's many of these types of shows all over the world, and very, very few times do you ever see people get injured doing those shows. It's normally during feeding time where people get injured. Yeah, it was dumb. It was very, very, very dumb.
That's bonkers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like I said, it's a 6. So it gets worse. Much worse.
Just out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
where's the snake story on a scale from 1 to 10?
A 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Yeah, that's a pretty crazy story.
Yeah. I
Holy
mean,
shit.
yeah, one of the scariest things that I did, me personally feeling like it's the scariest thing, was one of the guys who I used to work with at Alligator Adventure took me on a trip to Costa Rica, and he was a herpetologist, and his job was to find snakes on the roads in the back country in Costa Rica and categorize them. So we would catch them, we would mark them as far as like going through and looking at them, and we would figure out which ones are which, and then we would put them back. And he told me I could tail every snake that he was 100% sure was not poisonous. We categorized well over 300 snakes. Guess how many I got to grab?
1.
12.
Wow.
12 snakes. Yeah.
Jesus.
It was a lot.
I'll contribute. Actually, just stick around and we'll probably
Oh yeah, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The worst
Outrun the
one is probably the
Bear.
elephant.
That's Outrun the Bear.
Yeah, that's Sam. Mm-hmm.
I love that game.
I
just
do
picked
too.
it up with Pat. I played it. I don't know. A friend of mine moved up here from Arizona. This is weird. A friend of mine moved up here from Arizona. His name's John. He introduced me to who I think is the person that made the game. But he brought it to our tabletop day over the summer, and then brought it and showed it off at QSCon. And we had a copy up for Play to Win, and then I had to get my own copy at PAX. That's a really fun. I don't know if you played it.
Oh, I love this game. Absolutely.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah.
It's absolutely no other game do you get to kick grandma in the shins and run.
Yep.
Like, it's fantastic.
Yep.
It's a ridiculously fun game.
And you really do feel the tension of that giant bear on that track that takes up the entire track, getting closer to you, and the way the number system works. It's actually that's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. That's a really weird. That's cool. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, Sam. I'll tell John that you were watching.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize the Outrun the Bear logo in the comments thing, but when I pulled it up and I saw the box thing, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I assume
Yay.
this is Seppi. Congratulations on Conquest Princess funding or finishing up funding today.
Yeah.
I do expect a game on Monday, so get it out in the mail right away because I want to play it again. And Kabuki, great to see you.
Yeah.
How's everything going? Wow, that's crazy, man. Well, I'm glad you're not dead.
Mhm.
Although
Yeah,
the
me
im
too.
I do now I wanna talk to some people about getting an image made of you doing a handstand or any variety of yoga poses on the back of a 12-foot alligator. Like, that'd be
Yeah.
a cool
It
sticker to have.
it's an impressive sticker to imagine my current self doing it. Back then, less impressive, but yes, still very much a unique thing. Like, imagine the yoga pose where you're standing with one leg and you've got your foot behind your head and like in that big U thing.
You did that?
I could do that. Yeah, that was one of the poses I was doing on the alligator's back. Yes.
I have no words. I have horrible images going on, but I have no words.
Yeah, no, it was a very entertaining thing, and I was definitely not the first person, nor was I even remotely close to being the last person to do it. Because after I did my situation, it was a day, and then we were right back to doing it again. We had
Yeah,
to make
because
sure
all
that,
you need to do is get off before the water.
yeah, yeah,
That's like that
just
one rule.
it's literally one rule. Yeah. And I was never very observant, and I was always in for that last, like, laugh and that last silly thing or that last, like, "Whoa, my gosh, that's so cool." So, I had to stretch it, get every bit of elation that I possibly could out of it. So, yeah,
Jesus Christ.
typical.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. That is pretty wild. I don't think I have anything that would remotely battle that. If we were back and forth like me too or one ups, like I think I would just bow. Like I'd tip the king at that point. I'm done. I got nothing. Jesus.
Yeah. I did a lot of dumb stuff, so that
And this is back in
leads
the
to a
90s
very
before.
entertaining life.
Yeah, sure. Sounds super entertaining.
Mhm.
Jesus. Well, good for you.
Yeah, it was before security cameras and everything as well. So, like, if no one told, then management never found out about it because there was no cameras to see anything.
Right. I mean, you
Yeah.
probably have a cell phone, but you're not whipping it out that quickly. You
Oh, no
probably
one had cell
had to
phones.
take like your beeper off. Like, what did you have at
Right.
that point? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Jeez.
none of us had cell phones, that's for sure.
God. It's probably better that way.
Mhm.
Well, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's true. We did find out today that it's over 12 feet. So
True.
all right. You want to get into gaming?
Yeah, let's see what we're gonna do.
Well,
Don't forget to change the script across the bottom.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Excellent.
Okay. So let's
Now, I've
do
never played this game before, so I'm super excited.
okay. That's not gonna work. That's also not gonna work. Nope. Which one was I doing? There it is.
There it
Jeez.
is.
Oh my god. All right. All right. So Ganesha. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I picked up this game just recently from I don't need to say it, but it's really pretty and it's a really fun puzzle, and I haven't played it and I want to play it with you. So the idea, and it's super abstract, but this is going to be you. This is going to be
Okay.
me.
Okay.
This grid is going to have these white areas are going to be 2-player. I believe the blue is 3-player, and then you add the red for 4-player. That's what that layout is.
Okay.
And then this has technically 3 bits. That's the score track. That's in 3 different puzzle pieces. And then there's a 2-player, a 3-player, and a 4-player board that are double-sided. So it changes up a little bit how you want to play it. I'm going to set this up so I'll probably end up fucking it up at some point, but I'm going to do this. Where's the top? Let's do this as the top, because that makes the most sense based on how this is set up. So there's 0. Okay, so you can see it's a puzzle piece. So you're going to be the red player. I'm the orange player. We start at 2 points. Can't see it. That's cool.
If you just scooch it down a little bit.
Yeah, but then you lose the bottom of the thing anyway. Well, just believe me that there's points over here.
No worries.
The main thing, the main thing is this. So
Okay.
there's blue, purple, green, red, and yellow. You see them in the okay. And then there are numbers which you probably can't see that vary. So for instance, blue there's the least amount. Oh, no, I think they're all the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 8 on each. But the points here are better than here, and the points here are better than here. So blue is better points than purple. Purple is better points than green. Green is better points than red. Yellow is the worst.
Okay.
The highest yellow is 3 right here, and then we go down to 2, and then the red. These are 1. This is another 2, and this is 3.
Okay.
The blue starts at 6 and
Hmm.
goes 6, 3, 5, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. So
Okay.
obviously, more points are going to be on this side, and as you go clockwise, they get less, but they vary, right? Like this one's 6, 3, 5. So
Okay.
you can do right away. You can put down and this all makes sense in a second, but you can put a blue down to get the 6, and you can put 2 blue down and get the 6 and the 3. But if you wait for me to put down the second blue, you can put down the third blue and get the 5 points. So the points are they vary. Okay.
Okay.
What's going to happen is 2 of these things. I'm going to put these 2 out. These don't really matter where they go. Might as well get the. Actually, you know what? Why don't we not play with these? No, these adds. Literally, these are spice tokens, and they definitely add spice to the game. Box fart.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the effects. So I could just read what they are as we go. But this white area of this board are going to have. I'm going to pull randomly out of the bag gems, and on your turn, you are going to pull a gem from the board, and then you'll have 2 decisions to make. Nope, you'll have 1 decision to make. Well, 2 really. Here's that. When you pull the gem from the board, you get to put it into your supply.
Okay.
Or you can make it one of these 2 things that you have. I forget what they're called. Thematically, I can look it up. But you instead of putting it here, you can put it up here. What that means is if it's here, the next time you go, if you pull one of these 2 colors, let's say it was set up this way with green and purple. If you pull one of those 2 colors from the board, you get to pull a second gem orthogonally adjacent to the one that you pull.
Oh, okay.
So if I decide then to pull a purple, well, I can pull a purple and a purple and a red, or a purple and a blue.
Okay.
If I pull a green, I can pull the green and the yellow, the green and the blue, the green and purple, the green and yellow, right?
Got it.
When you pull, you can replace the gem that's there with the gem you just pulled.
Okay.
So now next round, my yellow is giving me a benefit.
Gotcha.
At any point when you pull, I believe it's pull a gem and then you may claim gameplay. Take 1 or 2 gems, 2 gems because you could have something up here. Place them either in your it's destiny. This is your destiny. So this is your treasury and this is your destiny slots. And then you can move gems from your treasury to the mandala and score points. In order to do that, you can only move the same color. So you can't just move multiple colors over to the mandala. They have to be of the same color. And you have to burn one in order to place.
Oh.
So right now, if I wanted to go place on the mandala, I can pull my purple, but I would have to spend a purple to place a purple. And right now, purple would get me 5 points.
Okay. Could I spend a different color? So could I spend a yellow and a purple?
So you can't except for yellow.
Okay.
So because yellow is the worst, yellow is the least amount of points, you can burn a yellow in order to place another color.
Okay.
So yellow is the least amount of points, but the most versatile because you can spend yellow in order to place other colors. But again, you still have to place, like I could burn the yellow to place the green because maybe the green's going to get me some more points. But right now, if this were the situation, I'd probably burn my yellow to place the purple.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
We're going to play 4 rounds. I don't remember how this was, so we're just going to do that. We're going to play 4 rounds. This thing will remind us of the rounds. I don't know how exactly to do that. Where's 1? 1's there. We'll put the round closest to this. How's that? So that 1 round.
Okay.
It only goes up to 3. It is double-sided. I feel like they should have had the 4 for 2-player, but in a 2-player game, we do play 4 rounds. We'll pull 3. We'll have 3 actions per round. I'm sorry. Yeah. 1 round. No, we'll pull 12 times. What? How did I just fuck that up in my head? 12 players, 2 players, 12 rounds. Place the gems, do the thing, end of round. You take 1 turn, the current round ends. How is it 12 rounds? Oh, because we each take a turn as first player. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Cool. All right, makes sense for the most
So
part.
we're each going to pull 4 times. Is that the idea?
So you're
per
gonna let's say
round?
you're first player.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna pull once, and then I'm gonna pull once.
Okay.
And then it's gonna be my first player, and
Okay.
I'm gonna pull once, and you're gonna pull once. So that's 4 in round 1. Then we'll do that in round 2, round 3, round 4. That'll be 16 turns. That doesn't make sense. Nope. After each player has taken 1 turn, the current round ends. At the end of every round, the first player spins the Ganesha drum token counterclockwise to the next number and gains a victory point. Move the pawn ahead 1 space. Okay. Every 3 rounds, the following steps are taken. Oh, okay. It's 3 rounds. It's 3 turns in a round. Nope. Every 3 rounds. Why are they calling it a round?
Because they said 12 rounds is what I heard you say.
Yeah. In a 2-player game, it'll last 12 rounds.
Okay.
So every 3 rounds, the following steps are taken. The drum is passed. All gems in the altar are returned to the bag. Spice tokens are removed and replenished, and new gems are drawn from the bag. Every 3 rounds.
So
rounds.
is it every 3 rounds we trade first player?
Yeah, because the board should be emptied by then.
Okay.
During every round, and beginning with the first player, each player will take 1 turn consisting of 3 phases. I think the problem is the turn and the round are being messed up. Instead of every 3 rounds, the following steps are taken, it should say every 3 turns, the following steps are taken. At the end of a round, after each player has taken 1 turn, the current round ends. So a turn consists of 3 rounds? It's not, I pull a gem, you pull a gem, that's the end of round 1. That doesn't make sense. We do it 3 times, and then we pass.
Okay.
And there's a couple comments. Hold on.
The spice must flow on Grandma's doily.
Thanks for stopping by, Seppi. Yep. This is the game that they play at night in Dune. I know I'm not reading it wrong. I feel like they're just like turn and round are being mixed. Unless I'm just mixing it. 2-player games last 12 rounds. During every round, and beginning with the first player, each player will take 1 turn consisting of 3 phases. Take 1 or 2 gems, place the gems on your destiny tile, either in your treasury or your destiny slot, and then move gems from your treasury onto the mandala. If there are no gems to take from the altar, on your turn, phase 1 and 2 are skipped. You may still perform phase 3. Phase 1 is take gems. Phase 2 is place them on your tile. Phase 3 is move gems to the mandala. Then after each player has taken 1 turn, the current round ends.
So you take, I take, round 1 over.
But that can't be it, because then we would only end up with how many tokens? How many gems?
Well, it depends on if we're using our destiny or not.
Okay, sure. Let's say round 1 is only 1 gem, and you get 2 gems every round after that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. Like, this would never happen as an example. You would not have that many on your board.
That's correct, yes. That would be very challenging to do unless you decided you just never wanted to place anything. Because I'm assuming if I have
4 rounds. After each player has taken 1 turn, a turn consists of 3 phases. It's not possible to take more than 2 gems from the altar. If you can't get more than 2, you're not getting 2 in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
The first gem you take must be from any hex. The second gem you take may be any color, but must be taken from a hex adjacent to the first one. Right. If you have the same color gem in both your destiny slots, so this might come up, the second gem may be any color and may be taken from any hex. So it's almost like if you get 2 purple in the destiny slots, you can like I can take a purple, and then I can take anything from anywhere because I have that double bonus.
And what does the little coin underneath the gem mean?
Those are the spices.
Okay.
So every token has a special ability, and they'll be replenished. There'll be 2 in every round, but
Gotcha.
they're split up between all of those.
Okay.
So we might get the same one, we might not, but these are spice tokens. They all have a different ability.
Okay.
During every round, and beginning with the first player, each player will take 1 turn consisting of 3 phases.
Ciao, ciao.
What happened?
Kubla Kid said goodbye.
See you, Kabuki. We'll probably still be playing. I'll probably still be reading the rule book when you come back.
You remember there was that one time when we were setting up that one game, and it was like an hour of setup time where we just talked the whole time. So this is great theater.
It's on par.
Mm-hmm.
It does. I mean, we can play it that way and realize that's. I mean, maybe it's the way it goes. I don't know.
Oh.
Now it doesn't make sense to me. So,
Is that not how you remembered it?
It just doesn't make sense. I feel it unless it's in my head that I'm screwing up round and turn. I don't see how round 1 is going to be this. Round 1 is going to be this, right? And then that's it. We take all the things off. And
no, you don't take them off until 3. Right? Every 3 rounds you replenish.
Okay. But the game only lasts 12 rounds.
Right.
Oh, because of 4 of those. So round 1 will consist of 3 of those.
Oh, now I see what you're saying.
See what I mean?
Yeah. I wonder.
So if that was turn 1, then turn 2, let's say I did purple green and you did yellow blue, right? And you played them down here, then that's turn 2, not round 2.
Right.
And then turn 3, then we do something over here, and now this goes to round 2, and then we'll do that 3 more times. I feel like the turn and round are messed up. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna just replenish this thing because I feel like I've fucked with it enough. I don't even know. I'll put it back in the bag. These are actually really cool gems. I don't know if you can, like, they're thicker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really nice. I was thinking they were that like normal, traditional, just like busted piece of plastic one. Those are nice looking.
Yeah, they're like maybe a 14 millimeter die size, maybe 16.
Nice.
You can't have me. Sorry, buddy. No, don't touch that spice. Thank you. You'll play one day. All right. So as I go to replenish the board, the 2 things on the board right now, are we going to play it that way? Does that make the most sense? Like,
yeah, that's fine.
I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just in my own head right now thinking of round and turn, but because I've been looking at rule books all week. So, this one here is coriander. Okay. After phase 2 of your turn, perform an additional action. You get to move 1 or 2 gems from your destiny slot to your treasury, and then move the same number of gems from your treasury to your destiny slot.
Okay.
So if you have some stuff up here and you have some stuff down here, you can take this and move this up here and be good. Or maybe you want to do green next time. That makes sense?
Yep.
Right. And then the one that's over there is caraway. Exchange your token gem with any other gem on the altar. This is the altar. And keep the replaced gem. If there is a spice token on the hex of the replaced gem, do not apply the effect of that token.
What is the altar? We never talked about that.
This is the altar.
Oh, but the blue part.
3-player, 4-player.
Got it. Okay.
We're only going to play in the white.
Gotcha.
Exchange your token gem. Exchange your taken gem with any other gem on the altar. So wherever these are, if I had that blue ability, but I really wanted that red gem, right? I can take the blue, and then if this were here, well, that would be dumb. It'd be like this. If I really want that red one, right? How am I missing a gem now? Oh, because this is here. I could take the blue, and this thing says I can replace a taken gem from anywhere. So I'd be able to do this and take the red.
Got it.
They add a little bit more to the game. All right. Let's fuck this one up proper. You ready?
Sounds good.
There you go. So you be first player.
Okay. So if I take the green gem right now, do I instantly get the spice and I can just wait and use it till later, or do I have to be smart and use it right now?
It's immediate. When you take the gem,
Uh,
it's immediate, and you don't have anything on your board to
Yeah,
manipulate.
so it'd be dumb to do. Got it.
I mean, I think it's a good thing to do. You should do it.
Oh, for sure. Let's go with really messing up the board here and start with a yellow.
Okay, which one?
The one in the middle.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, and do you want to put it in a destiny slot or your treasury?
I definitely want to put it in a destiny slot.
Okie dokie. Okay.
All right, so now I'm gonna take the yellow that is next to the blue, and then I'm gonna take a blue.
All right, where's the yellow going?
Yellow's going in the treasury, and the blue is gonna
Oh,
go
which blue?
the one closest to you.
This
That
one?
one, yep.
Okay.
That one's going in the destiny.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah. So that ability lets me do the thing. The other thing I could have done, like I pulled that, I could have, let's say I took the blue.
Uh-huh.
I can then move the green down and put the blue there.
Sure.
That's how you can play that. But I am going to take the green, and because I have green in my destiny, I can take a second, and I'll take the purple.
Okay. I will take the blue and the red, and I will take the blue and put it in the treasury, and
These
then
are
I will take. What's that?
They are real. I wish they would like focus when you could see through it. Every time I take my hand away, but like looking through them is really cool. But it doesn't
Yeah, they
translate
look really
well.
awesome.
All right, sorry. The blue is going where?
Blue goes in the treasury. Red replaces the destiny blue.
Okie dokie. And then I'm going to take.
And then I would like to burn a yellow to put the blue in the 6th spot.
So what you're burning goes back in the bag. So yellow's going back in the bag.
Okay.
And then you're putting both blue?
Putting one blue.
Just one?
I could. You said I could actually do both if I wanted, just because I only had to burn the one.
You just burn one and you can do all of one color. It would get you 9 points right now. If you waited and hope I didn't place the blue, or I did place the blue, it would just get you it would get you 11 instead of 9. Like you'd get 6 now and 5 later.
So there's no more blue on the table. So I'm going to go ahead and place both of them.
Okay. So that's going to get you 9 points. You are red. You go up to 11. There you go. You're on the board. I'll even do this so you can see it.
Love it.
Okay. So that's good. So this goes away back into the bag.
You don't get to take a second turn?
What?
You didn't get to take a turn.
I did, didn't I?
No. I interrupted your chance for take a turn.
Oh, what was on the board?
There was a yellow and purple.
I want to take the yellow, and I'm going to put it up there. Okay. So now that goes away. These go into this. This is going to get shuffled up. Redo the bag. Okay, so let's do the spice. Why don't you give me 2 numbers? But no, there's 9. So give me 2 numbers between 1 and 9.
4 and 1.
Cool. to keep in how we were doing it, I'll just do that. So this +1 is cinnamon, and you immediately gain 1 victory point and advance your pawn on the scoring track. So if you take a gem that's from this, you just get a point.
Okay.
That one is ginger. And you give the gem from this hex to another player. They must give you a gem of a different color from their treasury if possible.
Do they have to choose which color?
It doesn't say random, so yes.
Okay.
They must give you a gem of a different color
If
from
po-
their treasury if possible.
Okay.
Of course, I was 1 short. And there you go. So now I am first player for round 2.
Okay.
That's interesting. Why don't I pull this yellow, put it here, and then for that I'll pull purple, and it gets me a point.
Okay. I'll take the yellow on top of the coin, give it to you.
Give me the yellow?
Yeah.
What the shit, man? Fine.
And then I'll take the blue.
Treasury or destiny?
Treasury.
All right. I'm going to take this yellow.
No, I wanted that one.
Nope. And because I have a double bonus, I'm going to take that green. And I'll wait.
I'll take the yellow, and then I'll take the adjacent red.
Where's the yellow going?
The yellow is going to go in the treasury, and the red is going in the treasury as well.
And you're spending anything?
No.
Okay. I'm going to take the green. I'm going to burn a yellow and place 3 green. That's a 5. That's a 4. And that's a 3. So that's 12.
Okay.
And I'm on 3, so I go to 15. Yellow goes back in the bag. And then you're red.
I take the red, and that's going to go in the treasury. And then I will spend a yellow from the treasury and put down both of the reds.
Do you want to wait? Because you're first player next turn.
Oh, yeah, good point. Oh, wait.
Okay. I mean, you can.
No, that's probably smart.
Okay. All right. So these go away. I'll shuffle these up with these things. I'll put these back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's only 8. There's not 9. Good thing you didn't pick 9 last round.
Oh, good.
We're going to go to round 3. You're going to be first player. Do you want to pick two numbers between 1 and 8?
What's that, Dave? Oh, okay. All right. So Dave said 3 and 2.
Interesting. Same as round 1.
He must like that spice.
Right. So again, this is trade the gem you just took with another gem from the board, and this is do the free action with the switching the destiny and the treasury. Wow. 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 No yellow. Interesting.
That
well,
is
that's in your favor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so what does red allow me to do again? I can switch up what's in my treasury and what's in my destiny.
This red over here will let you, swap. Yep. You get additional action. Move 1 or 2 gems from your destiny slot to your treasury, and then move the same number of gems from your treasury to your destiny. So you get to either or both of these down and something up.
Okay. I want to take the red for sure. I think I still have a purple gem, right?
You don't. You have green, blue, 2 red, a yellow.
All right.
Is it not on the thing?
I thought I had a purple, but I think you gave me the green, so I couldn't remember which one you gave me. So, all right. So I would like to do. I'm good now.
Okay.
I would definitely like to take. So if I take the purple one, I get to take a gem from somewhere else?
You get to immediately take a different gem than this one.
Huh. But I still get that purple gem.
Nope.
Oh, it's just a switch.
Exchange your taken gem with any other gem on the altar. And
Got
keep
it.
the replaced gem.
Okay, so I'm going to take the red that's on top of the spice. And then I'm going to put that red in my treasury, and I'm going to swap out a blue one with the yellow.
Okay. You don't want to get this red down there to get more points? Oh, I guess you get more points out of that.
Yeah.
You also get to take a second gem because of the red bonus.
I'll take the blue.
And where's it going?
In the treasury.
Got it. All right. Well, that's interesting. All right. I'm going to take this purple. I'm going to bounce it to there.
All right. I am going to take.
No yellow came up. That's ridiculous. How many of each gem?
I'm going to take the red.
12 of each. Jesus. Which red?
In the middle.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'll take the purple that is right in front of it.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Where are they going?
Both of them are going to the. Yep. That is going to replace the blue.
Not the red?
Yeah, not the red.
All right.
Because we still have one more round, right? Like as far as out, we're going to refill it one more time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to spend a yellow, and I'm putting all the reds down.
You're missing this red, though.
I know.
All right.
It'll be
Yellow
enough to
was-
beat you. That's fine.
Okay. And then the reds are going out. I'm going to tilt this down for a second. We'll start with the 4. And 3 is 7. And 4 is 11. And 2 is 13. 13 and 11 is 24. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so I'm going to take the purple and that purple. And I don't think I'm trading it. Is it a May? There's spice under you take. You may immediately apply the effects. I don't have to apply the effects. Okay, so I'm just going to keep that purple, and then I'm going to bounce the yellow and place these. Yeah, I'll leave the purple out there, I guess. Now I'm doing the same thing you did. There were 2 purple, so it's the same thing. Okay, I'm just going to place these 4 purple. Place it there for 5, and 3 is 8, and 4 is 12, and 4 is 16. 16 and 15 is 31.
All right. And then I'll take that blue and put it in my treasury, and then spend the yellow and do all 3 of those blues.
All right, that's going to get you 5 and 3 and 4. So 8 and 4 is 12. 12 and 24 is 36. And then I get one more. I mean, I feel like they're both the same. You have a green down there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone makes any more sense than the other. Well, red's going to get me 3, 2, 1, and 1. Green is going to get me 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'll take the green. I'll put it there. I'm going to bounce the yellow down.
Okay.
I'm going to bounce the purple down. Okay, this goes away. These go away.
And then this is our last round, right?
This is the last round.
Okay.
You see what I mean about the turn and the round?
Yeah.
Like I know these are like there are turns, and we take 3 turns per round, and we play 4 rounds. We're not taking 3 rounds per round.
This is true.
All right, so here's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 and 5, Dave said.
8 and 5. So 8 is going to go there, and 5 is going to go there. So that +1 is back. So if you take the gem that goes on that, you get a point immediately. And that, again, is cinnamon. And this one is clove. If you place any gems onto the mandala this turn, you may sacrifice a gem of any color, not only of the same color or yellow.
So I could spend another color instead.
Correct. So typically it's either, Luca, don't do that, please. You can either spend the color that you're placing or a yellow in its place. If you take a gem from that spot, you can then sacrifice any color instead.
Okay.
Okay. That's Luca saying hi. What are you doing, buddy? What's going on? What is that? Okay. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then it's round 4 for me. See, this just we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're done. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. This is interesting. I feel like I need to do something better. Yeah. I like that. Okay. I'm going to take this green and this green. That gets me a point because of that. It's your turn.
What is the next green point cost?
Right now it's 4.
All right, cool. I am going to take a...
Kind of forced your hand on that one, right?
Yep. All right, I'm going to take the red.
So the red is... Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take the red. I have to take the red, so I'll take the red.
Where's it going?
It's going in the treasury. Do I have to do it right now?
Yes. Wait, the action?
Yeah. Or is it the action at the end of my grab?
No. If well, no. This one specifically says if you place any gems into your mandala this turn, you may sacrifice any gem.
This entire turn. Okay.
This turn. But that's again right turn and round, so it's this turn.
Gotcha. I will take a yellow, the yellow that is in the middle.
This one.
Yep, and I'll put that in, replacing the red.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna spend. I should spend the green. What are the 2 red points?
Right now they are 3 and 2.
All right. 5 versus I get 4 and I take 4 away from you. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend 1 red.
Well, you're not though. I'm still getting points out of it. So you're taking a point away from me. You're taking a 4 green where the next one's a 3 green. So you're only taking a point. Maybe 2, because I'm going 3, 2, 1, 1. So 5, 6, 7, where I'd go 7, 8, 9, 10. You're taking 3 points away from me total.
Yeah,
if I place,
it's totally worth it.
Oh, no, it's not. I'm placing 6 instead of 9. Yeah, it's 3 points.
Yeah, I'll get rid of a red to place the green.
Oh, shit. All right, 4 to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're at 40. All right. So then I'm clearly taking a yellow and the purple. I'm going to take the yellow and the purple. The yellow is going to do this. And then this yellow is going to be spent to place. All right. So the end of the game.
We each still have one more turn, right?
Right. But I'm reading at the end. When the game ends after this round, players move all gems from their destiny slots to their treasuries.
Okay.
And then starting with the player who has the lowest number of victory points and moving clockwise, players take turns placing one gem from their treasury onto the mandala. They do not sacrifice anything to do so.
Okay.
So we
That's good to know.
don't lose anything.
But you potentially could get reduced amounts of points.
Right, but in this situation where I have all the green, I know you can't place on the green. It means it makes no sense for me to sacrifice a yellow to place the green.
True.
So I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, I'll take a yellow and a blue.
Where are they going?
I wanted the other yellow, but it doesn't matter. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. Just put them both in the treasury.
Okay. Blue is Well, that's fine. I'll take the blue.
Yellow.
Okay. So now everything in your destiny goes to your treasury. And then starting with the player with the least amount of points, which is this little jungle cat. I don't know what that is. I don't know if they have I don't know if they're just player pawns.
Probably some kind of tiger, would imagine, since this is a game from India.
Yeah, jungle cat counts, right?
Jungle cats are actually from Africa.
Oh. It looks like the red is a rhino.
Oh.
Elephant blue, green monkey. Yeah, it looks like it's got a little horn there. It looks like it should be a rhino.
Cool.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's probably a Bengal tiger. So I feel like placing this blue.
Yeah. Because the next blue is 2 points, right? And you don't have any more blue?
I do not.
All right. What's the first yellow at right now?
3.
And what is the first purple at right now?
The next purple is 3.
And then the one after that in purple is a 1?
The one after the 3 is a 2. It goes 3, 2, 2, 1.
All right. I'll take the purple.
Purple 3?
Yep.
All right.
Don't forget to move my person 3.
I don't want to do that.
I figured.
Do I do the yellow? I feel like the yellow is the one to do. I'll do the yellow for 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're basically fighting over yellow right now because we don't have any other crossovers, so I'll take the yellow.
Yeah, right now it goes 2, 1, 1. So.
Yep.
Your red and blue don't matter because I don't have it. My green and purple don't matter because you don't have it. So.
Yep.
All right, 2 to you. 1, 2.
And then the rest of it doesn't matter, right? Because all the rest of the yellows are 1s.
No, it actually 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. In this game, yes. But it goes 1, 2, 3. The next 4 are 1s, and then it goes 2 and 3. So it actually gets better at the end of yellow.
But we don't have enough to go.
We don't have enough to get up there, yeah.
Okay,
so the rest of it doesn't matter.
All right. So go ahead and place yours and figure out how many points that is, and then you can place mine and figure out how many points that is.
Well, I'm going to do yours first.
Okay.
So that's 2 points.
Okay.
This is 3 points. And this is 2 points. You got 51. Ooh. You crossed the 0.
Man, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough.
I don't know. We're going to see. So I'll do yellow. This is where the tension comes in, right?
Yeah.
For 2. I'll do 2 purple. For 4. No, I think you got it. I think you got it by 1. And then that's 3, and that's 2, and that's 1, which is 6,
6.
is 50. You got to by
Oh,
this is not. So you're at 50. I counted that. You're at 52. I counted that as
okay.
a space. I counted this as a space, and it's like 50, 50, 51. Like that's
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
so you're actually at 52. I'm at 50. You're at 52.
Nice.
I
So
think we played it right. I think we played that correctly. So
yeah, that stealing that green from you is what made it happen.
yeah, 2 point. What's a tie? I wonder what ties are.
Ties are
Player
when
knows
you
which points
each
to
have the
win.
same points.
Multiple players have the same number of points. The first player to reach the winning score is declared the winner. Oh, interesting.
Nice.
So 1, 2, 3. There were 3 other spices that we didn't use in the game.
Okay.
They just didn't. They happened to not come up. But yeah, that's Ganesha.
Cool. Yeah, I like it. That's a good one.
Good, right?
Darn it. Yeah. Who puts that one out?
Crowd D or Crow D, Crowd, whatever that is. Crowd Games.
Crowd Games. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's good. 2 to 4.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It's a fun
And then
little game.
the mandala. So there's 2 other boards, double sided. The points are different. This one's crazy.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. The artwork's
They-
beautiful.
They are absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Really good insert. Like the insert's got those layers to hold everything.
Nice.
And I didn't set the like. I opened it. I watched the video. I opened it, but I didn't set it up. You're supposed to take out 4 of each color for a 2-player game, and it was already set up that way.
Nice.
Very exciting. Yeah. So yeah, there's the monkey,
Love it.
and there's the elephant.
Cool.
Yeah, they're good. They're chunky. They're good little meeples.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. That's fun.
It is pretty.
I like
is
it when you play a game and at the end of it, you look at it and it's visually attractive.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. My favorite is Bosk. If you've had a chance to play Bosk.
I don't know if I have or not.
So it's Daryl Andrews and Erica Boyoris. Where are my other players? Oh, here they are. The game, it's about trees and leaves, basically.
Okay.
What you do on your turn, you it takes place over a year. So 4 seasons. There's 4 different rounds. In the spring, summer, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter, right? In the spring, you plant your trees. So
Okay.
the board starts off totally blank with just a grid. And then you have 8 trees, 2 of each numbered 1 to 4.
Okay.
And we each take turns placing our trees on the vertices of this grid, right? They represent the trails of the park.
Okay.
Then when we place them all out in summer, the hikers come and walk the trails. And based on majority in each of the rows and columns, whoever has the most, like if I put my 4 tree down and you have your 2 tree, I have majority in that row. I'll get a certain amount of points. If it's tied, we split points, stuff like that. So now
Nice.
you go from a blank board to this board with all these trees now sticking up, right?
Cool.
Then in the fall, what happens in the fall with trees?
They lose their leaves.
Right. So then you have this set of 8 cards and this squirrel where you play a card and the number on the card is how many leaves you're going to drop from a tree. And the first 4 rounds are dedicated to tree 1, tree 2, tree 3, tree 4. So we have to place leaves coming off of a 1 tree, wherever we placed our 1 tree. And we have 2 of them, so we can pick which one. But there's also a wind direction. And you're placing your leaves in the square of the grid in the wind direction based on the number you played of the number of leaves that are coming off the tree. Then when
nice.
place, so if I place my 6 and we're doing the 1 tree, I'll place 6 leaves down out from the base of that tree in the wind direction and then pluck the tree.
Ah, okay.
And then at the end of fall, there's no trees and it's all leaves, and it becomes an area majority of these 8 different sections in the winter where you score for the majority. So it goes from this blank board to all these trees to this mix of some trees and some leaves and then the final thing is all leaves on. It's a beautiful, the way the game, kind of like this, where the mandala has nothing, and then all of a sudden it's just popping with color. It has nothing, and you're populating it with these trees. It's beautiful, beautiful transition of a game.
Nice.
Yeah,
That sounds cool.
It's super fun.
It sounds a lot like the game that just came out, Leaf. That one's sounds very similar. You have different types of leaves, and you have to place them based on where their points touch.
Right.
That it's a really beautiful game. It's just blank at the very beginning. There's no board. It's literally just placement of these different leaves, and you score points based on how you place them down. So it ends up being like a fall leaf colored autumn scene, so to speak. So it's really pretty.
Cool. Yeah,
and they're all wooden leaves, which is even cooler.
I like when they transition like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. So I definitely have to check Bosk out too.
Boss is great.
Yeah.
It's just a pretty game. It's a very pretty game. I don't know how this goes back. I'm bragging about the insert, but it's not clear where these puzzle pieces go. It really isn't. It looks like it goes this way, but it doesn't. Okay. Well, since we're live on camera,
it's always something you can figure out later.
Like it really doesn't. Where the hell would they go? Oh, even the score track is double-sided.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we were playing. I didn't realize this. We were playing with this color.
Okay. Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Attention to detail. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to do this and not. Well, I could put the instruction book back in, but
I'm always a big fan of, if you have another side to print on, why not?
Yeah.
You know, like take advantage of it, make it beautiful, give us different color options. That's cool.
So that was,
that was Ganesh. Cool.
Very pretty. I definitely recommend that one. Okay. So the other two, you're familiar with one, you're not familiar with the other.
Yes. And I say familiar, I just know what one of the other is. I've never played it.
Okay. Would you like which do you want to know the one that you want to play, the one that you have heard of, or the one you haven't heard of?
I actually want to play both of them, so let's play Toucan first.
Okay. Trails of Tucana. So this will be our next one. Oh, I might be able to zoom in more. I can come down a little bit more. We'll see. So this is our next one. This one did not get a very wide North American release, and it actually has an expansion. It's called the Ferry that changes things, adds a new map, or adds to the game. The game's I love. It's one of my favorite flipping rights, if not my favorite. I do like Silver and Gold a lot, though. But so for those that are watching this live, depending on how quick your printer is, you could go to Board Game Geek and look up Trails of Tucana, and they'll have a black and white version. And what they have listed, I think, as the French version of this, so you can print it. But you can actually print this board at home and play along with us. If you can't print it right away and you're watching, or maybe you're watching this in the future, you can hit pause and like screen cap this and put it into like some sort of Photoshop thing so you can play along with us, or pause, go print, go find that file, go print, and then pick us back up, and you can actually play along with how we're playing, because West also has a copy of this that he will be messing about with on his end.
Yes.
And I will do all of the
have less ink than required, so it was color-ish.
None of it matters. It's all good. As
right.
long as you can see that there are different terrain. Like if you can see the blue as the water and the mountain and the plains, as long as you know the different terrain and you can see the different artifacts.
Yeah, I can.
Then you're fine.
Actually, I think we played this exact game at Origins.
With me?
Something very similar to it. Yeah.
Maybe I bring it almost everywhere I go. I love this game.
Yeah, I know we played this at Origins, as a matter of fact, because this I remember it. Yeah, because there were dragons and books and obelisks and stuff, and you're trying to match them. Yeah, I know we did. This was
Oh,
really
good.
fun. I enjoyed the heck
Okay.
out of this game.
Yeah, this game's fantastic. They did just come out with a new Tucana game, and it's a hex tile game where you flip over. If I remember correctly, I've only played it once. You flip over a card, and it gives you a terrain, and then in the middle of the table are all these hex tiles. And what you
Mhm.
do, and they're all face down, but they have trails on them, like one trail, two trails, like a Y, a split, or whatever the card terrain was, you have to take the tile you drew blindly and place it on that terrain on your board. And you're trying to connect the different things. So instead of it being a flip and right, it's a tile placement. Like you flip and grab a tile and have to put it on what was flipped. They change it up a little bit. I still love this one. I think this one's, it's just elegant. It's really well done. It's easy to get into and teach. The other one was a little bit like, I think I loved this one so much that the other one just didn't feel right for me, but not that
Sure.
it's a bad game. It's also a really good game.
And are we playing the small island or the big island?
Up to you. I think that Big Island is better with more people.
Yeah.
So
let's play the small island.
I'm gonna move this way.
And you should probably change the typing of the
Oh yeah.
play.
Boom.
Love it.
All right. So the first thing we need to do is set up our grid. Actually, if I put this, I don't know how well this will come out. If I do this, that way somebody can like capture it and print it. Maybe is it upside down? Of course it is, Mike. Maybe there. If you pause it there and do a screen cap or go
Quick,
print
screen
it.
grab. You can do it.
Or just go online and do the thing.
Yeah.
All right. So the first thing we need to do is set up our villages. This will be the deck of cards that I pull from. These will be our extra points. All right. So I'm going to shuffle up this. I'm going to throw them all over the place first.
Okay, good.
Good. All right. Now that that's done, this entire deck of cards is a different setup for the number, the letters of the villages you're going to put around your board. Did we say the big island or small island?
Small island.
What one did I show just now on the camera?
I don't remember.
Probably the big one, right? Okay.
Probably the big one, yeah.
We're doing the small island. This is the one you want to print up. So now hit pause again, go back to your printer. Now that you printed up the big one.
Just keep it moving too. That's always really helpful when they're
trying to get it all. It's really weird to do it backwards. Also,
there you go.
but I'm too close to the board or the box. Oh,
yeah.
God, it's such a puzzle. Okay. Try that. All right. So around the village, around the board, you'll see numbers 1 through 10 and a circle in each of those villages. What we're going to do is fill those villages in with letters.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Could you give me a number from 1 to 13, please?
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These can go away. All right, so this is what we're going to be playing. So if those want to pause and fill out their thing, I'm also going to just say it out loud so you guys can fill in along the way. You will be first player.
Okay.
So you are going to start on the number 1.
Okay.
And anyone else filling it in can also start on the number 1 if they want. You probably want to start on the number 3. So you'll start on number 1. I'm going to start on village number 2. Everyone else maybe go on from number 3. Starting at that village, I'm going to read a letter, and you're going to put that letter in the circle of that village. All right. So your number 1, you're going to start with the letter D.
Okay.
Okay. As in Dave. I'm going to put a D in number 2. Everyone else can put a D in number 3. And now going in clockwise number order, you're going to then put the letter C.
Okay.
Then E.
Okay.
Then A.
Okay.
What is that, buddy? Then D again.
Okay.
Then C again.
Okay.
Then B, as in boy.
Okay.
Then A.
All right.
Then E.
Okay.
and then B. And that should round out your 10.
Okay. Yep.
Cool. And hopefully it worked for everybody else that's playing along as well. Those villages, if you were to connect A to A, B to B, C to C, and you're the first person to do it, you will get bonus points represented by these cards.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone else does it on the same turn, they will also get the same points. So it's not a first two, haha, you're screwed. If you do it on the same turn, you'll also get the same points. If you happen to do that, you'll see this little toucan and the star down here. Does it drive me nuts that they're not straight? I need a grid on the board. Okay. You'll put the number. So if you connected C to C, that number 5, you'll put down in. If you look at your score sheet, you'll see that yellow section with the toucan star.
Uh-huh.
You'll put the extra number there. So if you connected C to C, you'll put a 5 down there because the value point here is 5.
Gotcha.
In addition, if you look at the blue section of your score pad, you'll notice the little village icon and the letter C to C, D to D, E to E with points. You'll also circle that.
Okay.
So, for example, if you were to connect C to C, you'll circle the C to C, which is 12 points, and you'll also put a 5 in the little yellow box down as your extra thing because that's a 5.
Right.
Okay. Along the way, you'll notice there are artifacts, toucans, jacked up mountain yetis, dragons, books, obelisks, right, scattered throughout the land.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to be connected. That's a separate little module that's in the game. If you can get one of those to a village, so for example, the toucan that's in the top of the map,
Mm-hmm.
if you go from forest to mountain and then mountain to mountain, you'll get it to village number 1.
Right.
Once you get an artifact to a village, you'll circle the leftmost points in the upper right of your board, of your scratch sheet. Right? So if you look at the toucan, and then the leftmost circle there is 2. Right? The leftmost circle next to the yeti is 3. The leftmost circle next to the dragon is 4. See how that works?
Sure.
So if you the first time you get it there, you'll circle one of those.
Okay.
If you get the second one to a village, you'll circle the next one. So in the example with the toucan, the first toucan you get, you'll get the 2 points. The next toucan you get in, you'll circle that 3 plus. That means you've gotten 5 points for the toucans.
Okay.
That little thing next to the plus is a trail. You get to do an immediate trail.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
It's adjacent hexes. All trails are adjacent hexes, but you get to pick where you want that to be, and you have to do it immediately. You can't wait.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
At the end of this deck, there will be one card face down that we don't use. Sorry for the glare. We will score our points for round 1. If you look in the lower right, you'll see a couple Roman numerals in the oranges and then the blue and the whatever with the green total points. You'll notice the topmost orange has the Roman numeral 1 in it.
Mm-hmm.
You will add up all of your orange points at the end of round 1 and get those points there.
Okay.
Then in round 2, you'll add up all of those points again. So if you can get them early, you'll get points in round 1 and round 2.
Okay.
Okay. Again, you're putting the trail down immediately. You're doing so the end of the game scoring, you'll get all of your orange points from round 1. Then you'll get all of your orange points at the end of round 2. You'll add up all of your blue, which are your connected villages. You'll add up all of your toucan stars, which are your bonuses for connecting the villages. And then whoever has the most points wins.
Okay.
Every round, I'm going to flip 2 of these cards. They will have a terrain on it. It'll match the terrain that's on your board. In the upper left of your scratch sheet, you'll see a layout of the cards and the terrain type.
Mm-hmm.
So that 8 there means there's 8 plains. The 7 means there's 7 forests. I need a drink. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. The 2 there are 2 wilds in the deck. When a wild comes up, you can pick whatever terrain you want.
Mm-hmm.
But every line you make, every trail you make, has to be from one hex to an adjacent hex of the matching terrain types.
What terrain type is the one that says 4 next to it? Because my color is a little off.
The 4 village, that's a plains.
A plains. Where
The
the
one with the letter on it.
So in the top left-hand corner, it looks like it is the 8 is the lightest one.
Oh, I thought you meant the village number 4 on our board.
No.
It goes plains, forests, mountains, water, and wild.
Okay, water. Got it.
Make sense?
Yep.
Clear as mud?
Clear as mud.
All right. Ready to go?
Yes.
I'm going to knock this water over. It's going to happen. I'm going to put it on the edge of the table, which is way less safe. But I feel like putting it over here where I'm grabbing at cards is probably worse. So
Probably, yes.
all right. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Right out of the gate, we get a wild and a plains.
Wild and a plains.
That's
And I can start anywhere I want, or I have to start from a village?
anywhere you want.
Okay.
You do not need to bridge off of trails. You can create dead ends. You don't like whatever you're placing now. You don't have to build off of in the next turn. You can literally place wherever you want on your board. Good. Got it down.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this one upside down? That's interesting. Plains. Wow. To wild. Are you shitting me?
Wow.
All right. That's brutal to have that come out right away.
I mean, it feels like it's in theory good, but it's not.
Nope. All
It's
right,
very
yeah.
not. Eek.
Yeah, that's brutal to have that back to back.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Yep.
Another plains to a forest. All right, that's good. I mean, it's not, but that's good.
Okay.
All right, I'll go there. Good.
Yep.
We'll go from mountain to forest.
Okay.
Mountain to forest. Okay. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, fine.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do mountains again to plains this time.
Okay.
Okay. Mountains to plains. Okay. Good.
Yep.
All right. Let's do forest to forest.
Okay.
One forest. All right. So I get
All right.
that.
And as soon as you connect one thing to a village, you get to circle the first thing, right?
Correct. So you could see it anyway. So for example, yep, this is how I figured it out. See that dragon in the center goes to the toucan, which goes down to that village?
Yep.
I just connected the toucan to the forest. So now I've got the dragon and the toucan. So if I do this correctly, I now circle that first toucan and the first dragon.
Yep. Perfect. Just making sure I was understanding.
You got it. I'm not happy about it, but you got it.
All
All right, we good?
Yeah, I'm good.
We get our first water. Water to mountains. All right, that's good.
That is terrible. What are you talking about? That's like the worst thing.
What? That's actually well, okay. To each their own.
It goes nowhere near anything that I want.
Well, that's unfortunate. You probably should have placed your last ones better.
Apparently.
Good?
Yep.
Let's go mountains
Mm-hmm.
to plains. See, that one sucks.
Yeah, it's not extremely helpful, that's for sure.
It definitely is not. I want that to be better, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It was unfortunate. All right, let's go over there. Good?
Yep.
Let's go plains to water.
Excellent.
That actually got worse.
I have a very excited Yeti.
Oh, nice. I just got a Yeti too. I'm pretty sure my phone just went off. Huh. Good?
Yep.
All right, let's do plains to mountain. It needs to get better. That helps nothing. Plains to mountain, that does nothing. All right. Let's do this. Plan ahead. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
How about forest to plains?
Yes. I got
Again.
E to E.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I think you're cheating. I need to check. Wow. All right, good for you. Forest to plains, that's interesting. So I can get, well, and the book has more points, right? So let's get this one in there. All right. So you said you got E to E?
I did. Yep.
All right. So if you put a 7 in one of those
Yep.
star spots, and then you circled your E to E on your blue board.
I did. Yes.
Perfect. You'll notice if you do get the bonus, it all adds up to 17. So like your E to E is 10, and you get 7, but your A to A is 14, or 14, but you only get 3. So
Makes sense.
all right. Then we go to water. Wow, water and water.
That is brutal.
Yeah, that sucks. And we have one more turn after this, just so you know.
Okay.
Water to water. All right, well, sure. I could help here, I guess. Or here. That gives me 2 options. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Good. Last one.
Mhm.
Mountains to forest. That doesn't give me anything to this, does it? Nope. Shit. Okay. Well, might as well do that then. Okay. Good?
Yep.
All right. So that was the end of round 1. Add up all of your orange that you unlocked or circled, and you'll put that in the Roman numeral 1 of the orange in the lower right of your board. I got 11.
I got 9.
Okay. And then I will take this and shuffle, and we'll go on to round 2. So the Grand Island, you're doing this 3 times. You're going through this deck 3 times. Because it is a bigger board, but you'll also notice, I guess quickly, you'll notice there are 3 of each thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 of each on the board. So
Sure.
all right. So you're currently got me by what, 15 points? That's fantastic.
I prefer to think of it as I'm just sliding ahead.
By 15 points.
Sliding. It's a sliding scale of winning. It's really,
Sure.
I wouldn't be too concerned about it yet. I'm
not
sure you're
concerned.
building up something. So
I'm not.
yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, I'd hate to do a full sweep win of all the games today. I feel like that'd be a little rude.
I don't believe you, because not only did you just start to snicker there at the end, but you almost started to glow when you said that. When it started coming out of your mouth, your screen got brighter. So
That's fair.
yeah.
Fair.
Yep. Enjoy it. All right, ready for round 2?
Ready, let's go. I got
Let's
this.
do it.
I mean, but good job.
Plains to mountains.
Plains to mountains.
It's just not anything of what I want. Okay. Where's the other? Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yep.
Now we'll do forest to mountains. Not as bad, but definitely not good. Oh, I don't want to do that though, do I? All right, let's do that. Good?
Yep.
Let's go forest to plains. That's got to give me something. All right, forest to plains gives me the other toucan, which gives me a free trail. Where's the other yeti? That'll get me the yeti. And also gets me the dragon.
And you have to do an adjacent one when you get the extra trail, right? It has to be adjacent to what you just put down?
No.
Or just adjacent to a trail that you already have?
No, nothing has to be adjacent to trails you have.
Oh, the free one that you get from the top orange corner could be anywhere you want.
It's just a trail. Yeah, you get to place it anywhere you want.
All right.
Like this could be like one of those massive. Like I just got the second toucan, which gives me a trail. I could get the
Right.
second yeti, which gives me another trail, which then I can do the dragon, which gets me another trail. So I can like combo all of that stuff in.
Yep.
But
That
I need
is
it.
exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah, but you also are burning them all. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I also want to do that. That's going to be the most common. This is going to be the most hard. So let's do this as my free trail. Okay.
Oh, where do I want to put this? Okay.
Good.
Yep.
All right, let's do plains to forest again, because that's what we're doing.
Okay.
All right, that's going to be here. Okay. Good.
Yep.
Forest, please be a plains. Damn you. All right, forest to water. That doesn't help shit. Well, I could do that, I guess. That was literally a throwaway.
Okay.
All right. We'll go mountains to wild. That should help somewhere.
Or not.
All right. Where's that? Ugh. Mountain to wild, mountain to wild. Let's do that. Okay. Good?
Yep.
Let's do forest to wild. Jesus. Give me a minute. All right. I got A to A.
I can't get A to A. But you said forest to wild, right?
Correct.
Man, I'm not going to get that other one. That sucks. Okay.
Good?
Yep.
Plains to plains. Well, that's good.
That is not good.
Do this right, Mike. Do this right. All right, that's gonna connect my dragon, my second dragon. Gives me a free trial on a trail. I'm gonna connect this. I'd rather do this, right? Right. Okay. Good.
We have like 2 more draws, right?
No, we have plenty.
Oh, we got quite a bit. Okay, good.
2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 4 or 5.
Okay, cool.
Mountain.
Come on, baby.
Plains.
All right. That gets me to that, which then gets me this. I've now connected D to D.
Good for you.
B.
All right, so you get the. Wait, what did I do? A to A. A to A is gone, and you get the extra 6 points for that.
Yep.
I realize I'm trying to connect E to E, and you've already done it, so that's super cool. Mountains to plains, I guess, goes here. Okay, I'm good. You good?
Yep.
Forest to plains. That's good. Nope, it's not good. No, that's gonna suck. All right. Forest to plains is good. Forest to plains is good. That gets me the other book.
Sam says it's okay. He's at a couple hundred points already, so it's totally fine.
Oh God, why are we even playing? I get a free thing. Right now I need the Yeti to get me the extra tile. So why don't I just lock up the Yeti? Give me the extra tile. And then I'll throw in this. So I just did B to B.
Okay.
Which gets me 4. All right, good.
Yep.
I need the fucking obelisks. Okay. Let's go water. Now the water comes out. Water to mountains.
Man, that is the one combination I don't need.
Can I make it work? What am I close to getting? It's not gonna work. Right now, C to C is the only one that's open. Water to mountains. Who's this? Yes. You're just getting lines on the paper. You count each line.
Yep.
Who's this? And who are you calling a cheater? Me or West?
Because you might be right all the way around, but probably
It could
not.
be. You could be right either way. But I just want to know where your cards lie. I have no good mountain and water location. But if I did this, that'll help connect that in there.
It was DeVito.
Yeah, so you're saying
I'm gonna say he was with you.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right, ready?
Yes.
We have 2 more turns.
2 more. Okay, I know exactly what they need to be.
How about water and mountain?
That was not one of them. We just did that, and we talked about how bad it was.
That was not good.
Yeah.
That was not good.
I have zero need for that. It's the frustrating part.
There's no place good to put that. Does that even connect there? I mean, I could connect there. All right, let's do that. You got to put it down, right? So.
Yep.
Oh, God, that's stupid. All right, good?
Yeah, last one is going to suck because if it's not one thing, then it doesn't matter.
Is it neither plains nor forest?
It definitely needs to be plains.
And how about forest?
I can deal with forest and plains, but I would prefer it to be plains and plains, frankly.
No, it's plains and forest.
Is it?
Yeah, I
For
just flipped
sure.
it over. Yeah,
Oh,
the one that wasn't used was a water. So it's plains and forest.
dang it.
Yeah.
Well, plains and forest is not helpful. That just
Gets
gets
me.
me the B.
Plains and for yeah, it gets me a point. I can connect my obelisk in, and I get 1 point. Okay.
Yep.
Super fun.
Dang it. I was so close to getting A connected.
That's nice. That's 14 points.
Yep, but I didn't. Couldn't
Yeah.
get it. I just needed a plane and a plane, or it not to be water and mountain each time. Water and something else would have been great. But
Yeah.
oh
Or
well.
the round one having those back-to-back wilds was
That was rough,
all right.
yeah.
So add up your oranges again.
Okay.
14. I think I got 26. 9, 13, 16, 19, 21, 25, 26.
I also got 26.
God damn it. All right. Well, you got this game. Add up your blue. So that's 27.
I only got 21.
That's not going to make up the 15 points plus what you got this round. Then add up your bonuses and your yellow.
That would be 13.
Way too many. Then I only got 7. So congratulations. And then you add up all 4 of those scores, and that's your green.
All right, let's see. I'm not good with the math.
Neither am I. My phone is being used, so I can't even go to the calculator. I got to do long math here. I'm probably going to count on my fingers, but I'll do it under the table so it's not on camera.
Do you want to call it out and I can mat it up for you?
No, I already did it. 71.
All right. What?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
That means you got me by 2 points.
Serious?
I'm going to double check my math here because I have 69. It's showing up that I have 69. So let me just double check what I got here. So I'm
How is
assuming
it
it
possible?
for the very top here, you got all but one circled, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. So that means there are 26s are correct. And then I have 21 points because I was only able to connect 2 of these. I didn't get any of the others. Let me just double check. I got E to E and I couldn't get A. I got D to D. Those are the only 2 that I could connect. Did you connect another one of those?
I got A and B, so I got 27 points for that.
Ah, so you got an extra 6 points there over me. Because
I
I had
got
9 in
I got
I got
2
9
extra
in the
points.
first round.
Right. I got 2 extra points in round 1.
Okay.
We tied in round 2.
Yep.
I got you by 6 in blue,
Which is a positive of 8. Yep.
and then I had 7 in yellow.
And I had 13. So you got me by 2 points. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what
there
I
you
got.
go. Very nice. Very nice.
And then that is my island.
It looks very similar to my island. I was
Yeah,
so
but
close to getting A connected.
the fun thing when you do this card, having
Mhm.
those numbers like your player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4, that's your starting. So your villages are different. So your E to E was what? West and what was it, 9 and 4?
My E to E was 3 and 9.
3 and 9. So you were right across from each other.
Yep.
But I had nothing that was that direct. Like my 9 and 3 was A and C.
Mhm.
My B was the closest, 1 and 8, but I went in such a wonk. Like I don't know what happened here, but here's my 1B, and I went this way, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go this way first to go over here.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's cool. I love this game.
It's so much fun, and then it's like, okay, like you can play the grande one first, and then play the small one, which is one less round. But the only difference
Yeah.
is now what we would do with the bigger one is just shuffle up, do it one more time. It's super quick. It's
Sure.
super easy. I love
Yep.
this game.
It's a good game. It's a lot of fun.
So that
All
is
right.
Tales of Tucana.
What is this one?
Oh, this is another sleeper of mine. Let's do this and this while I reset. Okay. So there's a game that Adrian, the co-designer of Sagrada, I played this with him at one of the, I think it was the last Dice Tower con I went to before it switched over to Dice Tower East.
Okay.
He taught a game called Yaspahan. I don't know how it's pronounced. It begins with a Y. It's one of the few games that actually starts with a Y. But it's called
Okay.
Yaspahan. Y, where is it? Yaspahan. And it had this unbelievable dice mechanism, like dice selection mechanism that was like, it just blew me away. And then it turned into like this area control with the houses and the villages. And it's super cool. This is one of those games that didn't use the back of the thing. It's such a dumb thing. Anyway.
Yep.
And this is Days of Wonder. Like they give you this gigantic pad. It's huge.
Right.
But you don't put it on the back. So I played the game and I loved it. And it was it's an older game. I think it was, I forget who did it now. It wasn't like a Leia, but it was an older game. And I just fell in love with it. I loved the dice mechanism. I loved the way it played, the way it shifted, and the ability to, just play the game. And then I was introduced to this game. And this is basically Yaspahan, the dice game. I'm going to see if I can, how would I do this? I think we did this way last time. Does that make sense? Yeah, something like this. So this game is called Corinth.
Okay.
Ignore my blue tape for con purposes. Also, if you go to conventions or people's like gatherings and you want to make sure you get your games back or people know where they borrowed their game from, blue painter's tape or any painter's tape, and then write your name on it. It doesn't stick to the box. So Corinth is it's going to take place over, let me see how many rounds. What's the end of the game? The end of their turn. Yeah. How many rounds? What the hell is the end of the game? Oh, the turn tracks. Right. I'm an idiot. So lower left of your board. So, okay. So I guess before we start, this can also, if you want to play along with us, if you're watching, you can go on pause. Well, don't pause yet. Pause after I'm talking. Done talking. go to BGG and you can look up Corinth and you can download the printable of this. I believe it's in color, or this might be the one that says French, and there's no language on this, so you can do whichever one you want. But this is the sheet that we're going to be playing with. I'll try and get the name out of there. Oh, and you know what else I need to do? Let's do this proper. Corinth.
Nice.
Okay. So this is the sheet we're going to be playing with. And now you can hit pause, go print it, go do whatever you want to do. If you have it, go grab your copy and play along with us, because you could play, once you know the rules, you'll be able to play without having to worry about what we take. It'll be a little wonky, but you'll be able to do it. So in the lower left, you'll notice there, the other thing this game doesn't do is come with fucking writing utensils. Like, come on, Days of Wonder. All right. I'll just borrow the one that we used from Trails of Jucano. Also, what year is this? Like, I feel like writing utensils are 2019. So just before the world shut down. So in the lower left, when you're the active player, what you're going to do is cross off one of those dice.
Okay.
You'll notice it says 2 or 3 players and then 4 players.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're the active player, so you'll be player 1. The first time you go, you're going to cross off that die.
Okay.
And then I'll be active player and I'll cross off my die. And then when you're first player again, you'll cross off the next die. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll play 6 rounds. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
On your turn as the active player, you will, or I will, roll these dice.
Okay.
If I keep the box out of this one, we might be able to, I could zoom in. So you can actually see the dice. This might be better. So I'm going to roll the dice.
Mm-hmm.
What if I put the box over here? Then it doesn't matter if the game night's in the way. And I can do
Perfect.
this. And I can do the dice. Okay. So what'll happen is, and this, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like you need your own set of dice or whatever. But what you're going to do is you're going to take the highest number that's rolled.
Okay.
So in this, it's a 5.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to put the 5 on the coins.
Okay.
And then starting at the goats, I'm going to place them in number order in their groups. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do that, and then this is a very nice roll. Okay.
Okay.
On your turn, you are going to select one of those sets of dice and fill out your board. Okay. So there are also 3 yellow die, and I'll explain how that works in a second. But a 2-player game does have a bit of a caveat. First player is going to take one, second player is going to take one, and then first player will take another one.
Okay.
And then we're going to switch first player and do that. So there's a little bit of a caveat with the 2-player version. But basically, it's you're going to take a set of dice, and you're going to fill out your board based on the number of dice that are there. So if you take the 5, you'll take the 5 off the board, and you'll circle in one of those coins. You see the coins on your sheet?
Yeah. And you just circle in one of them?
Well, because there was only 1 die there.
Oh, okay. So the die is not the number of them. It's just this is going in this spot. Okay,
The
got it.
number of dice for everything but the steward. The steward is the little maze thing in the upper right.
Okay.
For everything else, it's the number of dice in that section.
Okay.
So if this had been 2 more 5s, right? Let's say this looked like this.
Mm-hmm.
And you wanted to go, you would take all 3 of these and you would circle in 3 coins.
Okay.
Okay. And then they're removed, and I will take one, and then you will take another. The same thing goes with the goats. If you take the goats, the number of dice there, you'll circle in your goats.
Okay.
Okay. I'll explain what all of them do in a second. Okay. For the other 4, the yellow, the blue, and obviously you see the yellow is a little bit harder to get because you need to have at least one of each die to get here. The yellow, the blue, the purple, the green, you'll notice on the left side of your board, you have each one of those merchants, right? The yellow, the blue, the purple, and the green. And in each one of those merchant sections, you have a point value. So if you look in the upper left, in the orange or the gold, you have a 4, a 5, and a 10.
Okay.
And then each of those rectangles has some artifacts in them.
Yes.
Right. So the 4 has 2 artifacts. The 10 has 4 artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
In the purple merchant, say there's a 2, 3, 4, 6. And then there's 2 artifacts, 3 artifacts, 3 artifacts, 4 artifacts.
Wait, one more time?
So in the purple merchant,
Yep.
you notice there's 4 boxes.
Yeah.
There's a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 6.
Yes. Okay.
And then in each of those, there are artifacts. There's 2 artifacts in the 2. There's 3 artifacts in the 3. There's 3 artifacts in the 4, right?
Correct. Yep. Okay, I got you now.
When you take a village, when you take one of these colors, the number of dice, you get to cross off the artifacts.
Okay.
And you cross off an artifact for each die you took. Again, not pip value, just die.
Okay, so like if I took the 2 in the purple right now, I would cross off both of those artifacts in there.
Yes, but you do not have to go left to right.
Oh, I could cross off any that I want.
You can cross off 2 in the 6.
Got it. Okay.
However, you cannot start a new box until a box is completed.
Got
So
it.
you don't have to start on the left, but you can't then do something else. You can overflow. So let's say you did the 2 purple and you did the 2 and the 6, and the next time there's 3 dice in purple, you can cross off the 2 and the 6 and then 1 in one of the other ones.
Okay.
Okay. And that goes for all of those. The yellow, the blue, the purple, and the green. If you are the first person, and the points on the top are the point value you'll get. And I'll explain endgame in a second. It should make sense if it doesn't already. If you're the first person to fill in all 3 in the blue, all 4 in the purple, or all 4 in the green, you'll notice there's a point value in the upper left of those colors. If you're the first person to do it, you'll get those points as extra.
What's the point value in the yellow one?
There is no extra point value in the yellow.
Okay, gotcha.
It's just a straight, because they are harder to get. It's just the 4 points, the 5 points, and the 10 points.
Got it.
So if you're the first person to fill in all 3 blue, you'll get the 3 points added. I'll cross it off. If I'm the first person to get the blue, I'll get the 3 points added. You'll cross it off. So that those extra 3, the 4, the 5 are extra points.
Sounds good.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. You'll notice on the bottom right, there are 4 buildings you can build.
Yep.
I don't know what. What are the goats? Where are the goats? When a player selects a dice group with the gold, he gets as many coins of animals and the number of the dice that were there. Right. Deliver goods. Right. Move the steward. Right. Oh, every 2 is 1. Okay. Got it. All right. So down the center of your card are those kind of diamonds. They're connected to each bit of information on your card. That's where you're going to put your final score. So the first diamond there is connected to the orange location. You'll put all your points there. The next one down is connected to the steward. I'll explain the steward in a second. The coins and the goats, there's 2 things. Every 2 is worth a point at the end of the game that you haven't used. But you'll also use those to buy the buildings in the bottom right. And there are 4 buildings you can build. So on your turn, you're going to select the dice. You're going to do your stuff. And if you want to, you can spend coins and goats to build a building.
Okay.
Okay. The buildings, after taking their action, a player can construct one of the buildings. There are 4 buildings going from left to right. The one that's 3 coins and 3 goats. If you build that one, you'll get 3 points for every building you've successfully built, including that one.
Okay.
So you'll get an extra 3 points for every one of those buildings you've completed. The next one, the 4 coins and the 4 goats, is what's it called? The warehouse. Every time you take the dice from one of those goods, from one of the merchants, you get an extra good. You get to cross off an extra good. So in that situation, if you took the purple, there's only 2 dice in the purple. You'd cross off 2 bits in one of the purple squares. If you have that building built, you'll also get to cross off an extra purple.
Sure.
The next one, the two coins and the 1 goat, is the stable. I'm going to skip that because that has to do with the steward. You get to either move the steward 1 more, 2 more, or 1 less, 2 less. It'll make sense in a second. And then the one all the way to the right, that's just the 2 goats. Each time you take the get gold action, so every time you take the gold dice, you get an extra 2 gold.
Okay.
Mostly makes sense?
Yep.
Okay. The steward. So this is the most convoluted of the bunch, but it's super easy once you get it. As an action, instead of the regular action of taking the dice, so if you take the dice and you don't want to do the thing, or you can't, like all of your blue are filled, and you're going to take the blue dice. Instead, you can move the steward the pip value of the number you're taking, not combined, just the number. So in this situation, if I took blue, I would be able to move the steward 4 because it's a value of 4.
Okay.
Hey, Alan. How are you, buddy? And yeah, Sam's still... It's super fun. One of my favorite flipping rights. Not this, Alan. We played Trails of Tucana earlier. So does that make sense? This is where the pip value changes.
So but you only take it for 1 dice? You don't take it for both?
You take the dice off the board, and whatever the pip value is, not combined, just the pip value of the dice, the level you're taking, that's how many spots you can move the steward.
So you said if I took the blue, I would get 4.
Because these are 4.
But I would take both of them.
These would come off the board, and they're a value of, it's the level 4, basically. You'll be able to move 4 times. You could also take this
And I would move
And
5
since
times.
it's a 5, you get to move it 5 times. It's not the
Okay.
combined value.
Got
The
it.
dice is everything else is how many dice are there. The steward is what's the value of the dice you're taking, just not combined.
Okay.
The steward moves connected, like you have to move him in connected squares. Can't
Okay.
move diagonally, has to follow one of the paths.
Mhm.
Where you have to move that number. So if we were to take that blue and you get 4 move, you have to move the steward 4 times.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He starts in the center where the black shadow of the steward is.
Sure.
And then you'll move in this situation 4 times.
Okay.
Around that maze, you'll see coins and you'll see purple circles and blue circles and orange circles and goats and +1s. Where you end up, you'll circle that circle. You'll circle wherever you end up.
All right, and so you don't get everything that you pass across, just where you end.
Correct.
Okay.
And it gets even better. If you get into the lower left, the upper left, or the upper right, you'll notice there's a little pattern there and a score box next to it.
Yeah.
When you get to that, and you have to stop there, when you get to that little pattern, you'll circle it, and then you'll add up every circled thing leading up to that square or that scoring thing, and add 1 for every +1 you've circled in that path. And you'll put that number in that diamond.
So if you had circled 3 things in that path, or on the path of the steward, period, right?
Yep.
Then you get to put a 3 in that corner, and then you add it to that diamond.
Correct.
Interesting.
If in that path you had circled a +1, you'd get those 3 things you circled, but you'd have to have a circled +1. You'll get a +1 for that circle. So in your situation, if one of those circles was one of the +1s, you'd be able to put 4 in that diamond.
Got it. Okay.
Then when you make it to the next one of those, you'll take the score that you put in the diamond and add any circles that you've made since then and combine that to be in the next diamond.
Oh, okay. So if I made 2 other circles, it'd be worth then 6.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
So the best thing I can do, I'll show it on this screen. Here's your example. So
Yep.
if you notice, the steward moved to the coin, to the purple, to the blue, and then stopped in the lower right and circled it.
Mm-hmm.
And then moved over the goats and stopped on that +1, and then moved around and stopped on the coins. So if you trace that trail back, he's got 4 circled with a +1, so he puts the 5 there.
Got it.
Then he moves up from there, circles a +1, circles the next one, which adds 3 to the 5 because he's got the circle for the +1, and the stop.
Sure.
But then he moved all the way to the right and didn't make it to that last thing, so he didn't get any points.
Gotcha.
And then along the way, you're giving yourself the bonuses of all the things you've circled.
Sure.
If they're coins, they're coins. If they're like, you'll notice on the left there's 2 vases in the green. That means you get to cross off 2 things.
Sure.
Does that all make sense?
Yep.
Okay. You'll notice there are 3 yellow dice in the steward's paths.
Okay.
There are 2 ways that you can get yellow dice. One, if you have one of those circled, you get to throw in a yellow dice for every one you have circled every time you roll the dice.
Every time I roll the dice?
It's just for you.
Okay.
When you are done with your selection, the yellow dice will go away for the other players.
Okay.
Right? And that is the same in 2-player. The first player takes their turn removing the yellow dice. Second player takes their turn. First player takes another turn. So the yellow dice are just for you for the first pick.
Okay.
Okay?
That kind of sucks because then you're forced to take something that you may not want.
You don't have to take them. You can leave them because they're going to go away and they won't be available for the other players.
Okay, gotcha.
It gives you an even better way to get a selection of everything that's there.
Sure. That makes sense.
The other way to get I'm going to have to shut that thing off because that's going to drive me nuts. The other way you can get gold dice is by paying for them. You can pay for gold dice at 1 coin per gold die. And then you get to use those dice in your roll.
Okay.
Each die costs 1 gold. And then you take the 9 dice, the 9 white dice, and the yellow dice, and roll them just as you would. So you can pay for the yellow dice, or you get them for free every roll if you get your steward to go there and circle the yellow dice.
Sure.
Make sense?
Yep.
I do want to read one thing because I think it's absolutely hysterical. I just have to find it. Note. The first thing you do is called the harbor purveyance phase. It's a harbor purveyance. That's the roll of the dice step.
Okay.
Note, in the unlikely, and just in case this happens, hey, Marcus, in the unlikely event that all the dice roll to the exact same value, congratulations.
That's it. Just congratulations.
You just won the current game and everyone after it.
Oh, really?
Snap a picture, post it on social media, frame it in your game room, and give this game to a friend.
Nice. All right.
I think that's the best thing. Congratulations, you just won the game and every game after it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So if it does happen where we roll and they're all the same number, I just want it noted like that's an actual thing.
That's fair.
You also have a little white, you might not see it, but on top of everything, there's a little white section here where you can like put your name or put your town or put whatever. I'm going to put Lucaville because that makes sense.
I'm gonna
Any
put
questions?
Davidton.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. No proper questions.
No, everything mostly makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to be first player. You're going to cross off the first die in the bottom left to keep track of rounds.
I just want to be really clear. I'm rolling these dice that you are rolling. So just in case you roll all the same number, I instantly win and I get to pass your game on to someone else.
So if you could pick any game behind you that has dice and go grab 9 standard dice.
No, it's too late now. This is how we're doing it.
All right. You do start with a coin and a goat.
Okay.
Would you like to spend your coin to add a yellow die to this first roll of the game?
I definitely do.
You do.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just making it harder for me to roll all 10 of the same number. I like that. So cross off that gold that you have circled.
Yep.
I'm going to add the yellow die. The yellow die is just for you. It will be removed after you get to pick. Hey, Dina. And I'm going to separate these by highest.
I like how he didn't roll them on screen. Did you see that? And they're all 5s. It was so close.
And then I got to go from the bottom.
I 100% agree, Alan. That is exactly what will happen. I will make him ship it to you.
So if I roll on your turn all the same number, Alan's getting the copy of this game.
Yep. I think that's fair, right?
I don't have to ship it because he's coming to QSCon in September. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that works too.
All right.
I mean, if he's willing to wait that long.
So this is what you have to choose from.
Okay.
And again, at the end of your first selection, this yellow die will go away, so I won't have access to it. You will be taking 2. You'll take 1, then I'm going to take 1, then you're going to take a second one, and that's the end of the round.
Okay. I am taking the... let's see. I'm going to take the coins.
Yeah, West will be there. West is coming.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be there. I'm taking the coins.
Taking the coins.
Yep, so 3 coins, correct?
You get to circle 3 coins, correct.
Yep, all right.
All right, that's interesting.
I have a foolproof plan.
We'll see. I think the 3s. I'm going to take the purple, and there were 3 dice, so I get to cross off 3 things, and I'm good. So you get 1 more.
Yep. I am now going to take the 3 goats.
3 goats it is. So you circle 3 goats. At the end of your turn, if you would like to buy or build one of those buildings, you can.
Okay. I will not build one yet, but thank you.
Okay. And then that's the end of round 1. So the 3 dice go back. I'm going to move these
I'm
over there.
surprised, Alan, that you were actually able to make a booking at the hotel because I was understanding that it was sold out. So
It might not be that hotel, but yeah, I think there was, unless it's been taken, I think there was a king or 2 king rooms available. But other than that, the whole block has been sold out.
nice.
Yep. And I think currently there are only 12 VIP badges left.
Ooh.
Yep. All right. So that's that. I'm going to cross off my first die for round 1, and I'm going to roll on camera so I don't get yelled at again or chastised for not rolling on camera. Nope.
Ah.
I know. A lot of 6s, though.
Yeah.
That's good. And then starting from there, so that is the lowest, then that, then this, then this. All right. That's interesting, isn't it? I'm going to take the purple.
And I get to just take one, right?
Correct.
All right. I'm taking the coins.
All right. 3 coins for you.
And I can now build something?
If you want to.
Okay. And for the record, we didn't technically go back to you could move the steward 1 or 2 spaces forward or backward. I assume that just means when I move the steward, I can move him an extra 1 or 2 spaces.
Or you can shorten it up 1 or 2 spaces.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you had to move him 4, you could only move him 2. Or you could move him 6.
All right. I have now bought the warehouse.
Oh, no shit. You got your wife to come. That's awesome. Well, that's going to be a lot of fun.
I thought you were really excited about my warehouse.
No, I have no idea what you even said. I was reading Alan's thing. You built a warehouse?
I did, yes.
All right, cool. That's good. So every time you take a good, you get to do more stuff. All right, so I'm going to do the goats. So I'm going to circle 2 goats, and then I'm going to cross off 2 goats and build the thing that gets me 2 coins for every coins when I take coins. Good?
Yes.
Okay. Now we go back to you. Cross off your next die in the bottom.
Yep, I'm spending 2 coins. Actually, I'm not spending 2 coins. Never mind.
No?
No.
Okay. Nope. All right. That's no, that's not the highest. That's the highest. That's the lowest. That's the next. That's the next. And that's the next. Okay.
Interesting. I will take the 2 blue.
Okay. Right. Why don't we do? That's a good one, though. That's a good one. No, I'll take the purple.
I will take the 2 goats and then immediately spend said 2 goats for the thing that gives me 2 coins.
Okay. And that is that. So we'll go to round 2 for me.
Yep.
Good. Nope. 6. No ones. 2, 3, 4, 5s. Wow. All right. Well, why don't I take the coins? So I get 2 coins for that, but I get the bonus that gets me an extra 2. So I'll do that. To you.
I will take the blues.
2 blues. And then I will take the 3 goats. and I will spend 1, 2, 3, 4 coins and 1, 2, 3, 4 goats to build the extra merchant thing.
Okay.
Good.
Yep.
All right. Cross off your die on the lower.
Okay.
Would you like to add yellow?
Yes, I'm gonna add 2.
Here it is. Whoa.
Look at all those coins.
That's a lot of coins. And you got the +2 to it too. That's nice. And then 2 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 5. Can't pass up on the coins, right?
I can pass up on the coins.
Wow.
Because I shouldn't pass up on the coins though, because that is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5, right? So it'd be 7 coins. Yeah, I gotta do that.
Right? All right. So that yellow goes away. And this yellow goes away. Now we're sitting on that, huh? All right. I'm going to take the purple. And I got
And
the
then-
extra thing. So I'm good.
I will take the 2 green.
And you get the extra green?
Yep.
Okay. And now we go to my third roll. Are you buying anything? Can you buy anything?
No, I can't.
All right.
I sacrificed all my goats.
Good. Hey. Hi. How you doing, buddy? And then 1, 2, 3, 5.
4.
All right, that's interesting. I have no goats. Goats are good. I'm going to take the purple.
Okay. I'll take the blue.
I completed my purple.
Okay.
So I get the extra 4 points. You can cross out the 4 on your purple row on there on the left.
Yep, I completed the blue.
Nice. So you took the blue. All right. So then I'm going to take. Coins are good. Goats are also good. This is interesting, isn't it? Let's take the green. I'll get the extra green out of it. Cross this off. Okay.
Okay.
Now you are on your 4th roll.
Yep.
Are you doing any gold?
Add all 3.
All 3.
Yep.
All right. One 6. Look at that. You got all of them. The first shot at getting gold.
Yeah, but look at those 2s down at the bottom. That's going to get you that whole thing, won't it? Damn it.
The green?
It'll get you 5 greens.
Yeah, it would definitely help.
Oh, that 5 points. But there's no extra for that. Let's take the 2 golds. Why not?
Okay.
No, not the gold. The golds, the yellow, orange, whatever you want to call it.
All these?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you won't be able to get gold either anyway, so because it'll all come off.
Correct. All right, that's interesting. I'm going to take the blue, but I'm going to move my steward.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to stop on a gold die.
Okay.
And you get one more. Green is nice.
I'm gonna take all those greens.
Yep.
That's 5 greens.
Correct. All right, so I cross this off. I get a free gold die. I'm gonna spend a coin. I'll add 2. I add my 1, so I get 1 free, and then I'll add 1. All right. 6 is high, 1 is low. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm.
A lot of blue. That's nice. Too bad you already completed that.
Mm-hmm.
Purple's already done. That's interesting. Well, the steward could move 4. 2, 3, 4. That's pretty good. Um, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the blue and use it for a steward move again. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4.
I'm taking the 5.
This one.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna take the 1, but I'm not doing a goat. I'm gonna move the steward 1 and get myself a second gold die.
Smart.
Okay, so it's to you. What would you like to do?
Spend 3.
You got it. That's the highest. 5. Wow. Oop, that was a 4. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5.
Dang it. That did not pay off.
There's only 2 more turns left. Jesus.
I'll take the gold.
That's good, right? 5 gold.
Yep.
All right, so these go away. I'm going to take the purple and move the steward 3. 1, 2, 3. That gets me to the scoring thing, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 circled with a +1, so that gets me 5 points.
Okay. I'm taking the goats.
Just so you can see how the steward's all moving.
Yep. And then I'm spending my goats and 3 gold and getting the thing that makes you have a better 3 points per building built.
Yep. That's a good one. All right. So this is my second to last round. I get 2 free gold. Two. So 6, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Wow. That's interesting. Yep. I'll do that.
Definitely what I would have done. I will take the purple.
Purple it is. Probably the coins, right? Take 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
All right, my last lead round. I'm spending 3 more coins.
Okie dokie.
Any sixes?
No sixes.
Oh no! Dang
Why?
it. I just really wanted a 5.
What? Oh, you wanted to get the gold in
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Gotcha. No, there's a lot of purple though.
I don't care about purple. I should care about purple, but I don't. I will have to care about it now, which is very frustrating. So fine, I'm
Well,
caring about
you could
purple.
also
but
use the dice for the steward. Remember?
that steward's not going to get me anything
Okay.
at this point on my second to last turn. I'll take the 4.
The purple.
Yeah.
All right, that's 5 purple. That's a good one. Then this goes away. Good thing you spent $3 for those dice you didn't use.
I know, right?
Yeah. So sorry.
I don't really think you are, but
I'm not at all. I'm gonna take the goats. Yeah, because that's not gonna do shit. I don't need that. I'm gonna take the goats.
okay. I'll take the gold since that's 4 gold.
Yep, it helps. It's 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
You don't use it.
I can't. I mean, I guess technically I could if I take a goat the next round, but that would be stupid.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So that's that, and then this is the last round.
That was some foreshadowing for you folks. I'm definitely taking goats. Watch it would be like 6 ones or something.
Well, it's interesting because a goat for me would be 9 points. Well, it depends on what comes up. So I get my 2 free gold from my steward. Do I spend a gold? Oh, that can make a difference. You know what? I'm going to spend the gold to get the third one in there. Okay. Anybody, man.
Look at that 5. It's beautiful, right where it needs to be, but it's gold. That sucks.
Sorry. Oh, leave that alone, buddy. No, these go here. This 4 goes here. All right. So if I take the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it just gets me. Oh, that's actually a really good move. It's 11 points. If I take the 4 and move the steward 4, that would give me an extra 6, which is 11 points for the steward. Luca, can you go get me the remote? Where's the changer?
Okay.
Can you go get it so you can stop slamming stuff right next to the camera?
My kids are apparently having a gymnastics competition upstairs because it sounds like they're coming through the floor. So if it makes you feel any better.
Oh, that's good. You can't hear that though, and I'm sure you hear him slamming these bits of plastic over here.
I do,
Okay.
yes, but it's still fine.
Here you go. What is that?
What you really want is that 5. I can feel it.
I think I want the 4, but I want to know what this is on 4. Oh, is that from your diaper? Oh, because you're okay. That's good. You know those little things that are in diapers that keep the moisture inside the diaper?
Uh-huh.
Is it good when they're just on the floor?
No, generally not.
Okay. Well, it's good that we're coming to an end here because I have to clean up the floor and apparently my son. So
Okay, nice.
yeah, look, don't play with that. We don't play with that. Go over there. Okay. Give me 1 second. Well, you agonize over the fact that you're not going to get the die that you want. Can I have this? Thanks. Let's not touch
Frankly, I find that to be very rude because I want that 5 so bad and I'm just not going to get it. So frustrating.
Wow, these things suck.
They're supposed to suck up water and moisture.
Yeah, you know what they do? They fucking multiply when you start cleaning it. I did not expect that at all. Huh. Okay, stop, buddy.
OP, he says.
Can you stop with this?
That's because we're both children, Dina. That's really what it boils down to.
Okay, stop. Okay.
He's getting 11 points. I think I should have been moving my steward, but we'll see because I did fill out some other stuff. But I can't
If I
finish.
move the steward, that 4, it's definitely going to help because that's 11 points.
Yeah, that's a lot of points. That
The
is
right
a lot
now
of
is only 5, but it's only +6. It could make a big difference.
Exactly, Dina.
What's going on? What am I missing?
She said West read my mind because I was like, oh, it's B. And then I said, that's because we're both children. And she's like, yep, I love that about us.
Yep. Growing old is inevitable. Growing up is optional.
Exactly.
All right, so I know you want the 5, but you can't get it.
Yeah, that's very frustrating because that would be a lot of points for me. So
If I leave the 4, do you take it?
definitely.
Yeah, so I got to take the 4.
Perfect. I already finished my blue, so I definitely didn't care about that at all.
1, 2, 3, 4. I move to that. I add +1. That's 6.
So
Okay.
the question is,
You did. What did you do? Oh, the blue.
I already finished the blue. Yeah, it didn't matter to me at all. The question is, do I take? I mean, I can get 5 points if I take the purples. I can only get 3 points if I take the blues.
Does that change anything? Because those dice are out.
No.
Okay.
And then but if I took the goats, which we already talked about,
Yeah.
I would get a total of I would only get 3 points. Yeah, I need to take the purples.
Purples it is. Luca, please. I am gonna end the game by taking goats.
Nice.
So that's gonna give me 2 goats, and then I'm gonna spend 3 of my coins and 3 of my goats to get that building that gets me an extra 9 points.
Yep.
So
Smart.
that goes away. That's the end of the game. So now you literally go through the center of your board, and it'll have all those diamonds, and you fill in each one that it's connected to and how many points you got from it.
Yep. I'm
Don't
doing
forget
that
your
right
extra
now.
blue. This gets me 11. This gets me nothing. This gets me. You also get 1 point for every 2 coin left over and 1 point for every goat left over. You do not get a point for a coin and a goat like I have left over. So kind of sucks.
I don't know that I'm going to feel sorry for you because I have a feeling you made a lot of points in areas where I didn't make any points.
I don't know about that. Yeah? This is...
Okay, assuming I did my math correctly with a calculator, which is questionable at best, I got 64 points.
No, you definitely got me.
What? Really?
Yeah. Well, I got 11 from my steward, and I got 19 from purple. Those are my 2 big scores. So that's 30 points.
Yeah.
Then I got 9 from my building, so 39. 3 from green, so 42. And 5 from orange. So I only got 47.
Gotcha. So I got 10 from orange, and then I got 19 from blue.
Nice.
And then I had
got
2
19
gold.
from purple, so.
Yeah, and then I got 15 from purple.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yep.
And I got 9 from green and 9 from the buildings. So
9 from green, 9 from the buildings. 9 from green is good. You got a lot of A lot of points from your merchant. See, you went merchant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was surprised because I was actually thinking going steward, like heavy steward, might have been the way to go. I think there's probably a strategy where you do no merchants at all and you just do steward, and that could possibly be helpful, but I'm not really sure.
No, the steward is like it almost feels like a throwaway. Like use some dice to move some stuff. It's good early. I think I might have done it too late. I'm happy that I got the gold out of it,
Hmm.
but it didn't really help me.
I
So
I
going
gave
for the
away
gold
11 gold during that game, which meant that I tossed away 5 points to buy those dice. I think it's totally worth it.
1, 2, 3. I tossed away 4. Technically 5. I threw away 5 gold and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I threw away 10 points in gold and goats.
Oh, I'm not even counting. Like I'm not counting purchasing. I'm just saying just to buy dice.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just I spent 11 gold just to buy dice.
Yeah.
So I think that was totally worth it, which was 5 points worth of dice.
Yep.
Cool. I
How
like
many
this game
times did
too.
they trick you? Isn't it great?
Yeah, that's fun.
I really
And it's
like this
quick
one.
too. It's another like quick, fun, interesting game.
Yeah, we played 3 games. We talked for a while, and we played 3
Mhm.
games, and we're still under 3 hours.
It's pretty smart. I like it.
Yep.
It feels like we should almost play another game, but you've got kid to attend to, so.
I do. I do have a kid to attend. I do wish it really sucks, but I do wish that this was double sided because immediately you have no reset of anything. All you're
Mhm.
doing is rolling dice. So instead
Yeah.
of taking another, I mean, really, you laminate this and make it dry erase. But
Yeah.
like to flip this over and play again would be super, super easy.
Mhm. So there you go. Laminate 2 sheets back to back. You got it.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game
This was
is
fun.
this
I liked
game's
it.
super fun. I'm pretty sure it's the same designer of the Aspahan game. Because there's a little quote about him and the dice, like he wanted to do Yaspahan the dice game and thanking Queen for Days of Wonder for believing in the project. So I think it's the same designer that did the original. But hey,
Nice.
happy Friday!
Hello,
That's fun.
sir. Good to see you.
So yeah, Corinth, it's great. I just picked up. I went to that store in Rochester, Millennium, and they had a used copy for $10. So I got a second copy so I could put one in the QSCon library, so mine
Nice.
doesn't get messed with too much. But
That's cool.
I love this game. It's always been this and Trails of Tucana have always been. I did like Ganesh. Like that was
fun.
I really did like the puzzle that is too.
Yeah. Both of those were great. The all 3 of these were awesome.
Well, of course they were because you won all 3 of them.
I did not. I didn't win the second one. You won
Oh, that's
Tucana.
right. I won Tucana.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
True.
good.
Yeah.
Your screen did look a little dark. You weren't as
It
glowing as
was.
much.
I when it was I was actually very surprised. I thought I had that one in the bag and you snuck it out. So good for you. 2 points is enough to win.
Well, you got me by 2 on Ganesh, so
It's true. Very true. Maybe by next week I'll have an update on one of my super secret surprises for 'em. We'll see how it goes.
oh god.
Yeah, I have a couple that are in the works, long term in the works, so we'll see how it goes.
A couple?
Oh yes, long term in the works. It's gonna be so good. You have no idea. I'm so excited.
And we have next week we'll meet on Friday, but then we'll see each other in Kentucky, yeah?
Yeah, so technically next Friday I'll actually be driving to Kentucky because my stepmother lives in Kentucky, like less than an hour away from Louisville. So I'll be driving to go see her, but I'll either I'll get there ahead of time or I'll just stop somewhere and either be in the car or be at a Starbucks or something.
You
And
want
we'll
you want to just set it for a later time?
probably not
Okay.
because like I feel it's kind of rude to go into somebody's house and then be like, "Hey, I'm gonna do a live stream in your house."
Okay.
And I haven't seen her in quite a few months, so I'm looking forward to saying hi. So, um, but we'll just still do 6 o'clock, and then I can just stop somewhere for a bit. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sam, you're going to be at Gamma as well.
Oh, nice. See you in Kentucky.
That's awesome.
That'll be good. Yeah, we'll figure out next week what we'll do. Maybe we'll keep it short since you're visiting
Yeah.
family, or we can play one of these again. Maybe not. Maybe we'll play something different. I don't know. We'll figure it
Oh,
out.
I'm sure we can figure out something. I wouldn't worry about it.
Cool.
Cool, man.
All right, I'm gonna go change a diaper and figure out the best way to clean up the innards of a diaper. I've never seen something like that before.
Yeah, my dog occasionally, like, if we didn't use the little thing to make it smell, the diaper genie, if we
Yeah,
didn't use that, occasionally the dog would grab a hold of one and then like just shred the inner part out. That was gross. Um,
that's super great.
yeah, that was really nasty. But yeah, those are entertaining things.
The games or the dog eating the diaper?
Diaper in general are entertaining things, but the inside is really weird because it does, like you said, it grows, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Also, he just keeps stepping on it. This is awesome.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go then. It's been so
Um,
many years. I don't even know if I could remember how to do it. I'm sure I could, but still.
I'm sure you could. I'm
Yeah.
sure you could. If you really want to, I'll bring him to the next con we're at here in Syracuse, just so you can.
No, I think I'm good. I'm pretty sure I can remember.
You sure?
It's like
Okay.
muscle memory at this point, right?
Sure. Yeah. At this point, it is. Yeah. One-handed. Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Always.
Have a great rest of the weekend. And
All right.
who just dropped a comment? Hold on. What a life. I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you soon. Have a good weekend.
Sounds good. You too, buddy.
Bye, guys.